The classiest place on earth. I'm glad the ad actually ran today. Wow, you're pink. Out of here, screen. Shoo with yourself. Shoo with your bad self. You're so bright. Good morning. I hope you're doing well. Happy whatever today is. Wednesday? Yes, Wednesday. I hope you're doing well. My internet was so fucked a few minutes ago. It would not load a browser for the life of it. I did a speed test and it's fixed. I don't know. Nothing makes sense. I hope you're doing well. Oh my god, Allie, the curls. I know. I've gone into lazy mode with my hair lately. And I'm just kind of letting it go. This light is really bright. I gotta turn this. I'm blinded by my light. 1 second. Blinded by the light. That's better. Less blinding. That was really bright in my eyeballs. Did you guys see that Trump was denied presidential immunity for being a piece of shit? Oh my god, I saw that, David. I just saw that. I'm actually really sad. I know. I hate yeah. Trauma dumping first thing in the morning is the worst thing in the entire world, but I did see it just to get it over with. Captain Holt passed away. Super fucking sad. I don't know how, but very sad. I know. I think he was young. He was like 61 or something. I know. He was young. I know. Really young. We got our trauma dump over for the day. We're done now. Yeah, too young. Really sad. I don't know how. I know. I know. I gotta clean my bowl. My bowl's gross. Yeah, I know. I saw that first thing this morning too. I know. I know. I was like, "What the fuck, dude?" That is really 60s is too young. He was like 61, I believe. It's I don't know. It must have been something like a heart problem. I'm assuming something like that cuz that's too young to go. That's just sad. I know. I know. Ugh. This is so gross. So gross. 61, that's what I thought. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I know. Sad. I hope his family's okay. That's just shitty situation. I know. Poor guy. Good morning, Crispy. I hope you're doing good, Honey Bean. I know. I know. I was shocked. It's never good to hear about people passing away that early. It's sad. What is this song? Why do I recognize this? Oh, it's Homestar Runner. That's why. I was like, why the fuck is this familiar? Probably Mark again eventually. Yeah. I imagine so. I had a lot of fun playing. It's just a
Shitter was full.
Thank you for subbing the class, keeping the class alive, and giving any swings for almost 4 fucking years.
That's baffling to me.
Time fucks with me, dude. That is so weird. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate you. Go forth and be consensual in all the ways because nothing is sexier than pure sober consent. And I appreciate you. David Wright, I know. Although Trump was denied a presidential immunity, he tried. I mean, it's crazy. I don't follow Trump shit. I fucking hate him. I try not to even pay attention to him. But it does give me pleasure when I see bad news about him. And he apparently tried to get presidential immunity for trying to defame the Carol chick, and they denied it. So that's nice because, like, being a president doesn't mean you just get to sexually assault people. I'm sorry. Regardless of which way you politically swing, I'm pretty sure we all agree being a president doesn't mean you get to fucking sexually assault people or badmouth them afterwards. Exactly. I mean, 80s at least, right? It's just crazy. I know. Apparently, some Indian I had last night, oh God, did not agree with my lower GI tract, and I've been. Oh. You're gonna feel so thin and like airy though, like you weigh nothing. I got a new Drumeo video for you with a 13. What? Give it to me. Let me let it. My internet was super fucked. I mean, it's okay now, but I couldn't even get a browser load. So give it to me, and I'll see if it'll buffer. Hell yeah, Migrants. Thank you so much for subbing to the class, keeping the class alive, and giving a fucking anus swings. I appreciate you.
That's almost half a year, bitch. How?
I love our weirdo den. It's my favorite. It's the only den I would crawl into. Yeah, I'm absolutely positive we will play Lethal Company again, like Zach and I and some friends or something. It's just a matter of like scheduling it around sponsored shit, you know. It's hard to just do it. I know he's got sponsored shit today, but he has stuff going on all the time, you know. He's like successful and shit. How would he get immunity when he's no longer president? David, I mean, even if you're president, you shouldn't get immunity. Like, you don't, president, I know, it's a big club we're not in, exactly. It's, I don't know. He's just a nut. He's lost his fuck. I mean, he didn't have a gourd, but yeah. Oh, I know.
By Satan, hail the dankest of lords. Good morning, angel.
I'm excited. Oh God, no, don't autoplay, just buffer. It's a third, who are they? Nandy Bushel. Who's Nandy? Oh, wait, have we watched her? I feel like maybe we watched her at one time. Do some epic drum things or something. Maybe. I'm gonna let that buffer for a sec, because, you know, I've got great download and upload. I did a speed test, but it's just, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, I downloaded a good game. Oh my gosh. So I've been telling you guys that, like, I have had a like, I haven't had a game that I'm really into to play on my spare time at all. Like, I don't know why. I just haven't really felt like playing Baldur's Gate. I've tried to jump into Destiny, and I just don't have, like, it's not hooking me. So I was going through my unplayed games last night, and I downloaded a game that I already owned, and West of Dead. Have any of you played West of Dead? It's pretty good. I kind of like it. It's very I don't know, I guess roguelite. Roguelike. I fuck those up all the time. Roguelite. It reminds me kind of like Hades a little bit. Like, you know, you do a run, die, start over, do a run, die, start over. But you play as like a cowboy skeleton with your head on fire. I don't know, and you're going through purgatory or something. Yeah, it's like a dark cowboy one, but I know, I played like an hour of it last night or something like that, and I kind of really got into it. Like, I like roguelite, whatever that is, like Hades, where you do a run, die, start over, start a new build, and you just keep going with new builds over and over. It's pretty good. I like it so far. Oh, Glut. I think that's exactly what we watched. Yeah. She's a 13-year-old who just fucking blows everyone out of the water. She's amazing. And for people that say it's political persecution to come after him for the terrible things he did while president. So by that logic, a president can do anything while president, and as long as they plan to run again, they can't get in trouble, and it's political persecution. Fuck off. Amen. I couldn't agree harder. Yeah, it honestly sounds asinine when you even say it out loud that someone would ask for that. Yeah. Yeah, Once Human. Yesterday was the last day for open beta on Once Human. It looks really good though. Yeah, hold on, I'll the music of it is really what got me. It reminds me a little bit of like um True Blood, like that kind of dark, like Southern Gothic kind of thing.
Purgatory,
Jesus Christ, it's loud.
Wyoming, 1888.
Ron Perlman literally voices the main character. I forgot to mention that. But it's got this kind of like dark Gothic country thing going on. I don't know. I played a little bit of it last night and I dug it. It was cool. And it's the whole time it's just got this really cool, like deep, dark kind of Gothic country thing going. It reminds me War Never Changes, right? It kind of like but listening, like he kind of similar to Zagreus, like says random dialogue throughout the dungeons and shit. And just listening to Ron Perlman gives me happy. Oh my God, Najeel, a story? Do you have a theme? I have many stories. What is this, David? A very Baldur's Gate Christmas. Oh, is it like they made like an advent calendar? Wait, hold on. Okay, there's no sound or anything. I don't know if it's supposed to have sound. So this is the website. What is this? And you December 13th, and then you a card? Did I win? It's so quiet. Am I winning? What the fuck is this? How the Grimishka Stole Christmas. Oh my God, is it just giving us cool lore? The screen is beautiful. It's just really quiet and creepy that it's so quiet right now. In the taverns and halls where gossip's most prevalent Where gossip's most prevalent is where tales are whispered of creatures malevolent, who appears once a year on the Feast of Midwinter to take from the revelers' kneecaps, noses, and fingers. Quote, she loathes Christmas joy, the mirth and the cheer, or so says your Nan, her eyes widened with fear. Never go to her dwellings, in the caves cross the river, else the Grimishka will get you and she'll make you her dinner. Oh, that's dark. You know what that reminds me of? That cat looks just like the American McGee's Alice Cheshire cat. Just FYI. I wonder if Grimishka was like, what's the word? Inspiration, maybe? Awkward? Oh my god. I have so many awkward stories. I'm literally like awkward queen. Oh god, that's a hard one. There's so many times. I tell you about the time I gave a patient a boner. It's not a long story. That was pretty awkward though. Hold on, let me think. Awkward, dude. Awkward is my life. Yeah, I feel like I'm it's easier to pick a story that's not awkward because everything I do is awkward. Awkward for me or someone else? Well, I guess that's yeah. Wait, which old school FPS? I don't remember that one. Like on the during the awards the other day? Ooh, David, what do you think? It's real good. It's great, Kinger. I must have got a code for it ages ago. I've had it in my fucking I've had it in my library forever. I've told you guys this. I have so many fucking games. It's just I haven't found one that like clicks yet. And that one did. I don't know. Maybe I just like roguelites. Like I played oh, what's it called? Hollow Knight. Played the fuck out of Hollow Knight and I really like that game, but I just stuck. So I stopped playing. Like I get like games like that. Like I just get stuck and I get tired of running around in circles and I'm bored. Okay, awkward. I gotta think of awkward. Awkward is there's so many. I'm gonna think of a good one. Mouse? Hold on, have I heard of that one? There's a really cute game that involves a mouse that I've had my eyes on, but I don't think it's called Mouse. Oops. Oh, yes. Oh my god, yes. This one? Yeah. This one, when we watched it, it reminded me of Inky. Inky in the or is it Bendy in the ink machine or whatever? It's kind of like that crazy old cartoon style, but it looks really fucking cool. Yeah, it's like old like the Disney cartoons, like the black and white Disneys, right? Yeah, that one looks fucking cool. I love a unique animation style. Like give it to me any fucking day. Dude, you've just been introduced to Stormfront. What a bitch. She's so conflicting, David. I remember when she was first introduced, I kind of liked her, like at the very beginning, simply because she was kind of a bitch. Like she kind of had this hard attitude and didn't let people push her around and just said whatever the fuck she wanted. And then you find out she's a Nazi and you're like, oh, okay. Cool. Oh, why does Twitch randomly turn off notifs? Oh my god, I found out why I wasn't getting stream notice. Every once in a while, Twitch like updates everything and all of your settings get just reset. It's really stupid. I don't know why it happens. It happens to me every once in a while though. It's really annoying. Good morning, LZT Love. How are you? Dude, yeah, David. So get this. There's literally a very large portion of people who love the show who think Homelander's the good guy. They love him and they think he's the good guy. I know! Riddle me fucking that. How? So I heard about this because when oh god, what was it? It was when what's her name? It's when they start like showing kind of like the Proud Boys in the show. They're basically the fans of Homelander, but they're literally Proud Boys. At that point, the fans that loved Homelander started realizing that Homelander's the bad guy and that they're probably not that great, and they got really mad and they stopped watching the show and, like, boycotted it or whatever and started making all these posts, but I'm like, "How do you not see it? How do you not see it?" I just don't understand. Oh my god, I thought the music was muted. I'm like, "What the fuck are we doing sitting in silence again?" Stormfront really is a phenomenal twist. She fucked me hard. That actress plays her so well. Can you imagine going out for a part and they're like, "Yeah, you're gonna play a Nazi superhero," and she just fucking owns it. Like, she really does a good job. She's a great actress. Wait, I work in retail. Everything's awkward, and I constantly want to question my customers about if they really are this stupid when our registers are card only. There's a massive sign that says card only in English and Spanish. We still get people saying, "I didn't see the sign." I think I threw off a gas station attendant really recently doing something really similar. She had a paper sign on the countertop that said cash only, the credit card doesn't work. And I walked up to the register with my Monster and chips or whatever, and I pull out cash and she goes, "I'm just making sure, do you have cash?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm one of those few people that can read the sign." And she was like, "Oh." She didn't know what to do with herself. She was completely fucking just baffled that I read the fucking giant sign she put on the countertop. Wild. Yep, it does it to me. It's the same thing Twitch does when it, like, randomly unfollows people. People I've been friends with for over 8 years, I will go to raid their channel and suddenly I'm not following them. I mean, everyone who's been on Twitch for over a year knows this shit. I mean, it's just it never stops. Twitch, it never changes. Are we watching the same show as them? You gotta wonder. You really gotta wonder. It's seriously a case of seeing what you wanna see, right? It's fucking weird. Ryan, my boo, how are you? I said, wait, you said storefront, and I had flashbacks of trolling Nazis on that website. I know. I've just recently got a bunch of people to start watching The Boys, even though it's been out for a bit, because it's so good. But David just hit the season with Stormfront, and I was saying, like, it's crazy that there were people that really thought Homelander was the good guy and, like, they were rooting him on until this latest season, and then they finally realized, like, oh, okay. Like, he's hilarious. The actor does a fantastic job, and Homelander as a character is phenomenal, but he's a bad guy. Like, unequivocally, right? Right? I know.
Hail Satan.
Amen. No, I totally get it. Oh, David, I don't wanna spoil the show for you yet. There's some real weird shit with Homelander. He's got some quirks. And there's a scene, I think it's in season 2. You'll probably know it when you reach it. That's an awkward one. I'm still thinking of an awkward story. I'm trying to come up with a good one. The one about the boner is a short story. I'll tell it to you anyways, because it's a short one, but I'll try to come up with a better one. So essentially, when you have certain procedures in a hospital that have to do with your heart, we have to come in and check your blood pressure and your venous pressure constantly, like every 2 hours, all night long, all day long. You don't get left to sleep at all. And I mean, you have a major artery going in your thigh, right? Like, we've all heard that story about that football player that got shot in the thigh and bled out in 5 minutes. So one of the ways we check that is by checking the pulse in your groin right here. And I had a patient go in at like 3 because I work night shift, go in at like 3 in the morning to do femoral checks and shit like that. And I mean, he just got the most raging boner and he was dead asleep. Raging fucking boner. Like a rock. And the boner woke him up, not me. And we both just kind of sat there in the dark together in this moment of like, now what? And the poor guy just started apologizing profusely, like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Oh my god, this never happens. Oh my god, I'm so sorry." And I was just like, ripped my gloves off, washed my hands. I'm like, "You're good, dude." Turned the light off and left. Like my one little glowing light in the corner that just makes it so I don't step on things. That was fucking awkward. I've found people fucking in ICU beds many, many times. That is always awkward. I had a patient put their feeding tube into their oxygen line one time. That was pretty fucking awkward. I used to work in the psych ward. Um, and like pretty much the only thing a respiratory therapist has to do in the psych ward really is just put CPAPs on people. That's it. So by the time it's midnight, usually you're done with work, unless you get some fun ones. And one night I got the skits unit, and that's a fun one. And there's something about certain brain ways of working, certain neurospicinesses where like certain patterns will freak you out, or you can't be in a square room. And again, not a psychiatrist, not a psychologist. I don't fucking know. But for that reason, a lot of the rooms in the psych ward are built very oddly. Like it kind of looks like someone just kind of like took a mirror and shattered it, and then that was the floor plan a little bit. And so some of the rooms you go into, especially corner rooms, they're like I couldn't even explain it to you. It's like a fucking shitty jigsaw piece of puzzle. Like you have to go in the room and then go around a corner and you'll find someone sitting under their desk in the dark at 3 a.m., smiling at you, waiting for their CPAP. I don't know if that's awkward or just really scary, but those were fun because you get that call from the nurse at like, 1 in the morning. Hey, so and so's ready for their CPAP. You go grab your little CPAP on a stick and wheel it up to the psych ward. And you have to like give over all your ID. They have like triple doors to get in and all this stuff. And then you have to go in that room alone with that person and like coax them into bed and touch them and put the thing on their face and hope it stays on. And I just, ooh, oh, I found this one's awkward, also scary. This is a good one. So I had a patient I was taking care of for fucking ages. I think I've told you guys about this patient a little bit in terms of like, this was one of the worst cases of keeping someone alive who shouldn't have been kept alive that I've ever had to take care of in my life. And it was just like this 80-something-year-old patient who was dying. I mean, his body was trying so hard to just go, but he had a psycho of a wife. And I don't say that lightly. I completely understand that grief and trauma and death does weird things to someone's personality. She is one of those people that you could tell, as you will tell further into my story, that she was weird all the time. She was a psycho outside of the hospital. She was a nut. But she looked very put together. She had like that perfect coiffed, like I get my hair done every week hair and little bat. Like she just looked very put together. So, like I said, I worked night shift. And this guy, I took care of him for over a year in a surgical ICU. If that doesn't tell you, hey, that person probably was there too long, I don't know what does. I work in an ICU that literally is supposed to turn over patients who have had horrific traumatic surgeries and get them out. We're not a long-term care facility, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, it was horrible, migrants. I can't even tell you. Like, intubated 7 times, trached for over a year. I mean, just disgusting, the things that this woman was making us do to this body. And she would not let us send him to a hospice. So that's why he was stuck. He was too high of a level of care to go to the floors or to go to PCU, but she would not allow us to let him go to like a hospice, not even to let him die, just like a hospice where they have the care for him, where he's not. Because I've told you guys this, an ICU bed to sleep in the dark with no nurse, no oxygen, no doctor, no medicine, no nothing is $6,000 base a night before, if you have insurance. And that's because it's an ICU. It's one-on-one care. You're paying for a lot of like people. You are the one person I think about all night long. I think about you 24/7. You're my only human. That's what you're paying for. They're expensive. So to choose to keep your significant other in an ICU bed for over a year when they abso-fuck-lutely do not need to be there is psychotic. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. He eventually did die, thank fuck. But anyways, we had him for a while, and a lot of patients will do this, where a lot of patients' families, they start to like deck out the patient's room in stuff because they want the patient to feel homely, which is awesome. We are in full support of that. I fucking love going into a room where like the wall behind the bed is just covered in children's drawings. Like the grandkids have drawn everything known to man, and the room is covered in shit. I'm all about that. Like, yeah, that honestly, I think that kind of stuff helps people survive. Like knowing that there's people in the world that care about them, even though they're not there, that kind of thing. But this woman started bringing in like furniture and decorations from home and started like trying to deck out this room like it was their home. And it was a huge ICU room. He had one of the best ICU rooms in the unit. It was enormous. It was a corner room, looked over the city and everything. And one night I walk in, and I'd been taking care of him for quite some time. And I walk in, it's like 8:30 at night. I'm doing my first checks, right? So the way that his room was, every ICU I've ever worked in, they like the way the ICU rooms are built is the wall that's towards the nurse's station, it's just glass. That's the way ICUs are. We need to be able to see into that room. You don't need privacy. Privacy doesn't exist in an ICU because you're gonna die. Like an ICU is intensive care unit, right? So it's sliding glass doors and just like a huge glass wall. And his bed was like this against a wall like that. So when you walk in, his bed, and then a walkway this way, and then all the windows, right? So I walk into his room and like, you know, you gel, do all your mask and everything, walk in the room without even really looking first because I've been taking care of this patient forever. I know him very, very well. And I see in the windowsill of these giant windows. I mean, this was one of the best rooms in my unit. Like I said, it's a corner unit, so literally 3 walls of glass because 1 wall to the unit, but 2 walls of just windows to the ceiling to see over the city. It's usually like it's kind of dark, but when we have patients that we feel are probably going to die, oftentimes we will scoot them to the best rooms and give them the best view of the city and try to give them something pretty to look at while they're dying. And this guy was on the fucking edge of death forever, so he got this room. So I walk into the room and I look at my patient, the ventilator and everything, and then I notice along the windowsill, like the windowsill's literally like a foot off the ground, and then it's just windows to the ceiling. I notice along the windowsill, it looks like children standing in the window. Children. Children. And like, you guys know I'm not cool, like, with kids in scary situations. Like, haunted children, giggling children, that is the recipe for scare. Like, the last place a toddler should be at 8:30 p.m. in an ICU is standing in a windowsill. And I'm just like fully gowned. Like, he was really sick, really vulnerable because he was dying. So, full gown, mask, everything. And I'm just standing in the door, like, are those? Like, I just didn't move. I just froze for a while. I didn't know what to do. And then I start moving closer because my eyes started adjusting to how dark it is in there. And I realize it's fucking it's like big porcelain dolls. Like life-size porcelain dolls lining his window. There was like 5 of them. And they were pristine, but they were big. They weren't this. They were like, remember when Barbie made like life-size Barbies? They wanted little girls to buy, and then you would like put makeup on them or whatever. It was like that. It, and I swear, like, I finally got close enough to them to like realize what they were, and I just had this like, oh my god. And one of the nurses was watching me. One of my nurses was literally watching me from the nurses station, cracking the fuck up because she had watched this woman pull all these dolls in during day shift and fucking knew I would freak out if I saw these things. And I turn around to go back to my patient, and she's at the nurse station. She looks at me, she goes, "We asked her to move them. Don't worry, she will not take them out." This is literally how you get cursed dolls. I mean, I'm pretty positive a psychologist would have had a fucking time with that woman's brain. I couldn't tell you. That's one of the most awkward, weird things I've ever experienced in a patient's room, probably. Awkward, scary. I mean, I don't know. Yes. I don't like them either. Allie, my mom has a bunch of porcelain dolls. Not a bunch. She has like 10 porcelain dolls or whatever that she got. I mean, before we were born, I don't even know where the fuck they came from. And I swear to fuck, she puts them in the spare bedroom where I sleep. That's where they live. And I'm like, bitch, if you love these fuckers so much, put them in your room. You're like, why are you holding on to these creepy fucks? You're literally not putting them anywhere in the house where they're gonna be viewed. You put them in the room where I put a towel on them when I stay there. I throw a towel on their faces. I literally can't take it. Awkward, check. Traumatizing, fucking check. Right. I know. I mean, there's just so many stories like that. I had a patient whose wife let him rot his hands off, and then he tried to touch his pee-pee, and part of his hand fell off on his pee-pee, and we had to find it. That was fun. It's just medicine. People are gross and awkward. Period. Like, there ain't nothing more to say about it. People are gross and awkward. Just in general. We are disgusting creatures. I had a patient come in one time. This is less scary, more just like, oh my God, awkward, creepy, gross. Patient came in one time, and he was what we call a frequent flyer, in and out of the ER all the time. Just didn't really take very good care of himself. He was like an older gentleman, end stage COPD, all this stuff, lived on a CPAP pretty much. Comes into the ER all the time. This one night he comes in the ER, and I'm on shift, obviously. And his complaint is that his CPAP isn't working, and he feels like he can't breathe. And the way that most ER rooms are, in my experience, is when you enter the ER room, the head of the bed is on the opposite wall and you're facing the feet of the patient. That's most ER rooms because that wall has all the plugins and all the oxygen and everything. And I'm like doing the same, walk up to the doorway, do the gel, and I walk in and I'm looking at the bottom of his feet and it looks like hobbit feet. Like his feet were huge and they were covered, like he was wearing these like brown wool socks that were just huge. That's the first thing I see. And I'm like, huh, why don't you have shoes on? Because he wasn't in a car accident or anything. He walked into the ER. So it's not like we stripped him or anything like that. And it takes me a few seconds before I walk further in the room to realize there's no sock on the top of his foot. Long story short, it was like a buildup of dog shit and dog hair and just like everything that lives in his house on the soles of his feet that had just created a shoe. And it gets better. So his CPAP wasn't working because the air filter was so fucking clogged with dog hair and dander and cat hair and whatever, you couldn't pull air through it anymore. So I had to pull the filter out and I'm like changing the filter of his CPAP and whatever. And I pull, like, anytime you come into the hospital, this is actually really good advice. If you wear any sort of breathing device while you're sleeping or otherwise, and you have to go to the hospital for literally anything, bring it with you. Because if we keep you, we're going to put you on our unit, and I guarantee you will hate it. The hospital CPAPs suck. You're going to be stuck with whatever we stick you on, and we will force you to wear it. It's horrible. Bring your own unit. But when you bring your own unit, we have actually an engineer team that comes and checks it out to make sure it's not going to like kill the hospital when we plug it into the wall or something. So the engineer team comes and he's checking out the electrical, and I take the hose off the machine, and I'm not fucking you when I say dead beetles fell out of the hose. Beetles. Just fucking beetles. And I'm like, nah, bitch. No fucking way. You are not. There's no way. So, of course, we take the CPAP from him and we're like, you're not using this right now. Like, we're going to fucking autoclave this shit. And I know. I know. And so, of course, he has to stay the night because he doesn't have a CPAP to go home with. We can't send him home without a CPAP because we got to autoclave this thing. So we keep him overnight. We have to put him on our CPAP unit, which they're old. They're hospital grade. They're meant to save your life, not be comfortable. So they're never going to fit quite well. They're just going to keep you alive, essentially. And I fuck you not. That nurse called me at least every 30 minutes for 12 hours straight to tell me he was complaining that the clean CPAP smelled weird.
There are exactly 0 words. I'm sorry that the CPAP I have doesn't smell like piss and beetles. Whoa. Big wow.
So if you're ever like, wow, I haven't showered in a couple days and I feel icky, think about the man who has built-in socks. If he's still alive, because I don't know. Did I miss a TikTok? Oh, fuck, Najee. Hold on, let me grab it. Oh, we have that other one. We have a cool Drumeo to watch too. My internet was being stupid, so I was trying to see if it would buffer all the way before we tried it. Oh my gosh, it's a baby. It's people are horrifying. I've told you I found a Twinkie inside someone's armpit fold one time, and she was like, "Oh, I kept that for the ride," and I was like, "I'm sorry, what?" She's like, "In the ambulance, I wanted a snack," and I was like, "I have to take this now." It didn't have that beetle pap smell. I know. Was he Boogie Woogie from The Night Before Christmas? Dude, he would have been way cooler. No, he was not. He was just a very angry man who lived in the hills and hated that he needed help to live. I know. The stories of the ER, they are just immaculate. I could go on forever. I feel like shit because I didn't wear my CPAP last night. Why didn't you wear it? I'm excited you have a date, but wear your CPAP. He just wanted his poop and beetle smells. I mean, we try our best, right? We do our best to create we simulate a home environment, but like, there's only so much I can do. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Ryan, right? I haven't got to go to a good family like get together in many years, but when it happens, it's just gross. It's just gross. All my aunts and uncles and everybody's medical. So it's just, oh yeah, that happened to you. Well, guess what happened to me? And we just start talking about fingering aortas and shit, and then the night's over suddenly. It's crazy.
Squish that cat.
Always. Of course he's still alive. He's probably being kept alive. Dude, I bet he's alive because honestly, I think he's one of those people who just can't die. You know those ones? I saw him constantly. Like I said, he was a frequent flyer. He strikes me as the type that just won't die. Ever. Like, he will just keep on keeping on, like, out of sheer spite, you know? Because I don't think he wants to be alive. That's why he'll keep going, you know? We'll never have a Twinkie again. I mean, it was out of the package. Oh, God, I was working at the old age home. I got to sit down for, oh, my God, I have an old age home story. It's not mine, but holy shit, it's one of the most awkward stories I've ever heard in my life. A friend of mine was going into nursing, and this was while we were still in high school, and so she heard that if she went and got a job at, like a nursing home or something as a CNA, it got her a step up into nursing school, which it totally does. So while we were in high school, she got her CNA license and went and started working as a CNA. And she would come back with some of the nursing homes, let's be honest. Not horror stories, just the creepiest stories, because we lived in a really small rural place. Like, they were fine. But this is one of the best stories she ever told me. So, I've told you guys that the vast majority, like, there's literally a statistic, it's somewhere around over 70% of people coming into the ER have fecal matter under their fingernails. 100% of people over the age of 70 have fecal matter under their fingernails because the vast majority of them are constipated and they're literally digging shit out of their butt. I'm not kidding. I wish I was. They are fingering poop out their buttholes. So she has this patient, and it's at a nursing home, so the patients live there, obviously, and she's doing a change on the patient because the patient has gone to the potty in their pants. They shit themselves, let's be real. Little old lady shit her pants, so my friend's, like, cleaning her up, and has the little old lady, like, bent over on all fours and is wiping her ass like a baby, and the little old lady starts reaching for a purse on the side of on the side table. And my friend is like, ma'am, you're gonna fall over. Like, please stop what are you doing? Why are you reaching for something? And the lady reaches, like, gets to her purse somehow and pulls out a little, like, one of those little silver spoons. They're like this big. I don't even know what they're for. And she, like, reaches around like this to my friend and says, there's more in there. And my friend was like, I'm sorry, what? And she was like, you have to dig it out. This is how some people are just living their lives. I've never forgot that. She told me that when we were like 17. I've never forgot that. That burned me. It was a little, like, she had a poop spoon, which she would very delicately get the poop out of her butt with. I know. Shut the dread. I was almost got by that. That reminds me of a constipated mathematician. He worked it out with a pencil. Jesus Christ. What? I'm not sure if this is a not enough spoons or too many spoons situation. Literally, when I heard poop knife story, poop spoon is the first thing I thought of. I was like, oh, I know poop spoon. I've never heard of poop knife. As someone who volunteered in a nursing home and had a dad who worked at one, can confirm what Katie's saying. You see some shit, literal shit. I've thank fuck, never had the pleasure of working at a nursing home. Oh my God, I don't know if I could do it. So many poop tools. What a wondrous world we live in. It's just crazy that someone thought, I mean, to me, this is just me allegedly, personally, whatever, to each their own. But like, instead of maybe just eating a salad once in a while, it was like, let's get a spoon to stick up our butthole. You know? Poop cutlery. New flesh. Oh my God. You've heard of poop knife, right, Ryan? You've heard the poop knife story? It's legendary on the internet, like Reddit and everything. But years ago, I got Zach a fucking poop knife as a joke. We still have it. It is not used. It's huge. I've never heard of a poop fork. I've never seen someone ever. Oh my God, I have another awkward. Oh my God. You guys, you got my brain going on awkward instead of sad now, and I'm just thinking of all the fucking gnarly shit I've ever seen people do. I got another. I think I've told this one before, but it's really fucking sick. To me. To me. Hold on, I'm gonna smoke some pot first. At least you didn't work in the UK. Then it's poop serving spoon, poop dishing spoon. Jesus fucking Christ. This one, I mean, just because I think it's because I'm a respiratory therapist. It's one of the worst ones for me personally. Everybody has like their threshold, I guess. For me, mine is smells. I can't there's certain smells I cannot mentally move past. I used to keep peppermint oil in my bag just to put on my mask in case someone had just like I mean, it's not even just like an illness. Some people are so fucking inhygienic, they just smell. Like people come into the ER with, I mean, wow, and you're like, holy shit. You know, cheers, Vissy. Amen. Oh my God. A poop grapefruit spoon glass. That is fucking gnarly to think about. At what point do they move on to the poop shop back? Oh my God, no shit. If you are, like, no shit. I feel like I say that a lot. No pun intended. But like, I've told you guys stories. Like, hold on. I'm not high enough for this. We're really getting there today. we, you know, I have a slight allergy to grapefruit, but I like it so much I eat it anyways. Worsty, yes. We call that corpse mouth. Mm. You know what's weird? You ate 12 in 6 days? Oh my God. Did you? I mean, my throat. I don't have like a life-threatening allergy. My throat starts to itch. Like you know that rub your tongue against the roof of your mouth continuously itch. That's what happens when I eat grapefruit, but I love it, so I keep going. Um. Okay. So there's so many stories. Like I feel like we were talking about poop. Where was I gonna go with the poop? Oh, how we get shit out of you. I was gonna say that before I tell you my story. So, if you are chronically constipated to the point where you literally are incapable of shitting anymore, we will first borderline overdose you on laxatives. We are going to give you so many fucking stool softeners that you might just start peeing out your butt eternally. And if that doesn't work, we actually can't suck it out because the negative pressure it would cause up in this part of the digestive tract would like kill you. We have to cut it out. Like we surgically remove shit. But what sucks is, man, I feel like this is I'm trying to think of like, I don't want to do the ADD thing of like giving you too much information before that. Like, it's just too much. Essentially, like the longer poop sits in your body, nope, that's not where we're going to start. So, your body doesn't know the difference between nutrition and not nutrition. Let's start there, right? So, when you eat food, it is broken down into molecules of an absorbable size by the stomach acid and bile in your stomach, and then it is put into the intestines where the actual nutrition is absorbed into the bloodstream. So, what happens is if you are chronically, and by chronically constipated, I mean it's a regular thing, you are always constipated. The longer the shit sits in your intestines, it obviously your body has now leached all of the actual nutrition out of the broken down molecules. That poop starts to decay and rot. And your body doesn't know the difference, like I said, between nutrition and poison, and it will start to leach all of the toxins being released by the bacteria that are now rotting inside of your colon. And so oftentimes with these people, like I've told you guys before, like if I intubate somebody, we immediately have a portable scan come in, they take an x-ray of the chest, and I look at it on the spot, like it's a huge fucking machine, to see where my intubation tube went, because I want it like right above the carina. That's neither here nor there. But I've had multiple patients where they do that scan, and I cannot see their lungs because they're so constipated, their intestines are now here. It's wild. Looking at an x-ray, you expect to see 2 lungs, carina, tube, and you're like, how come there's only 2 top lobes of lungs? Where's the rest of the lungs? And it's literally just inflamed, swollen colon, full of shit. So oftentimes what happens is if we can't get you to shit it out because there's so much, you've been so chronically constipated for so long, we go in to cut it out. We literally have to remove all the bowel with it because the bowel is oftentimes just dead and necrotic. So you end up with a shit bag. Eat fiber. You get 1 butthole, and then you get a bag in your side. Fun fact, though, if you ever happen to go to prison, you can make some pretty good money off of letting people fuck that hole in your side. Because it's not gay. Source, I've had a lot of patients with infected holes in their side. I'm back. I'm sorry, I blacked out. Okay, gross, awkward, funny story. So, there's a huge population of people who just like live with a trach hole in their neck for one reason or another, and they often have a little tube in there, and that's how they breathe. You know, I'm sure you've seen them. I had a patient come into the ER one time. I don't even know why she was there. I cannot remember, but she had a trach hole, like she had a stoma with no trach tube in it. And I'm standing in front of her, looking at her neck and looking at her and looking at her neck, and I'm like, "I'm sorry, ma'am. You got a hole in your neck?" And she goes, starts digging around in her handbag, pulls the fucking trach tube out, sucks it clean, and pops it in. There are no words. For as dirty as you ever feel, you're not that dirty. There's always worse. Good morning, Celestial. I hope you're doing well, honeybean. It is not sanitary. Not to mention the shit coming out of your throat living in that thing, but also come on now. How much money would it take you to lick the inside of a purse? Because I don't think there's a dollar amount for me. Fuck that shit. I know. It's one of the grossest because I just didn't know what to. I was like, okay, this is where we live now. When I was a teenager, I was afraid of going poo at friends' houses. I still have shit fear. Don't worry about it. So we go out for Pizza Hut. I don't know if you have it there, but Pizza Hut. Yep, I ate so much. It did not agree with me at all, of course. We go back to the friend's house. I have to go, but I don't because I was afraid to. Of course. I was at my friend's for 8 hours. Oh my God. My stomach was making all sorts of noises. By the time I got home, I was crying. It was a mess. So from there on out, I'm at friends. I have to go. I go, dude. I was the same way literally up until like my mid 20s. I would put myself through like the visceral cold sweats, needing to shit for days if I wasn't at home. I feel you. What the fuck? And then one day I was like, "Oh my god, everyone's pooping. Why am I suffering?" Why? Someone made us feel shame about a normal bodily function. I don't know. I used to have pee fear, no shit. When I was like in high school or middle school, when I went to the bathroom, I'd go turn a faucet on and then go pee and then turn the faucet off. I had to. I literally physically couldn't pee if there wasn't sound. I didn't have to do it at home. What the fuck? I don't know. Getting over shitting in public at college? Yeah, I think that's where it happened. I think that was it in the dorms because you don't get a private bathroom. It's stalls, man. That's where you shit. Yeah. Good, Celestial. Good. I'm glad my internet's not being a fuck right now. There's always a bigger fish. Facts. I actually am watching those movies right now. I'm rewatching all of Star Wars, and I just watched that one. That's super weird. At least he didn't store it in other body cavities. I had a friend work at a dementia clinic that had a patient that was dipping Doritos in her pussy. I think that's the. Oh, I don't know if this was a friend of mine that told me this story or if this was a Reddit one, but there was a dementia patient who was hiding their roommate's belongings in their vagina. That might have been a Reddit story. Wild. People are crazy. Just spray them down with clavicide and walk away. I really want to. Dip them in bleach sometimes. You don't even know. Like, there's a smell that people get in the hospital, no matter how many times we sponge bathe you, where it just kind of smells like death. That's because you're more likely to die from the purse rod. Let's watch a cute baby. Should we bleach our brains real quick? So no shit, back in the day when I was in, I'll let the song finish, it's almost over. When I was in, ooh, another palate cleanser, perfect. I have two as well that I think are loaded. When I was in microbiology in college, it was like the first day of class or whatever, our teacher wanted to, get us psyched about microbiology. So she gave us all a bunch of petri dishes with an agar grown in them, and she was like, go swab whatever you want, and I'll teach you how to do a petri swab, and then we're gonna grow them and see what's growing there. And the dirtiest thing in the entire class was someone's phone case because of the makeup on their face. Their petri dish, literally, the fungus from their face, from their dirty makeup, grew over onto everybody else's petri dish. So that incubator no one got to see what they grew on that one because that girl's face grew over everybody's. But the two dirtiest things, aside from that person's face, were the bottom of a purse and one other, the soap dispenser handle. You ever do like a soap dispenser? That has shit on it. Even in a hospital, it's a shit. But we did swab like toilet seats, door handles, and those were still the dirtiest things. Is it brain bleach? I'm moving them over. Hold on. Oop, that's the song. Pause. Stop. Stop. No, I don't want to watch that one again. This isn't gross, but it is medical. This is fucking horrifying. I hate this. I don't know what this is, and I fucking hate it. I worked in hospitals for many, many years, completely on night shift and highly involved in death, and I never ever saw anything supernatural or a ghost or whatever in a hospital. This is not okay. I'm going to show you this one first, because this is not brain bleach, and then we're going to go into the brain bleach. I hate it. That is so scary. Ooh, gloom. Good listening to your own body, though, seriously. I hurt my back at work a year ago. I got medically released on Monday because they can't do anything else for me, so now I have to go back. Oh, God, Jade. Be careful with yourself. Seriously, oh, it's gone. I was going to zoom back out, but oh well. Why only one frame, though? I guess she took a picture probably of the security screen. That's what I'm assuming. But, I mean, it's probably... I've never seen anything. I'm a cynic. It's probably doctored or faked. Who the fuck knows? I don't know. But I'm assuming it was probably a security camera they took a picture of with their phone or something. I don't know. But if there's video of that demon, I'd hate to see it. And now that I think about it, the fact that that person shared this picture is super illegal. I closed the tab, but like, taking a picture of a video of a patient is that's really, I would never take a picture of a patient. It's trouble. We have recorded camera. It's just saved in a database we don't have access to because of HIPAA. And it's like deleted after X amount of time or whatever, but we definitely have it. It's most ICUs, most ERs have security cameras because, we need to, it's saving us, really. If things go wrong, we have proof that we didn't fuck up. Or, I've told you guys before, I had a patient who literally unplugged their sister-in-law's Dilaudid and like took a sippy sip off of her IV and passed out and went into a seizure. We had video of that to be like, we did not give that patient Dilaudid, for fuck's sake. She literally unplugged her sister-in-law's IV and went like a fucking hamster. Ugh, but it goes somewhere where we don't have access to it. But usually nurses' stations will have like a screen that shows all the cameras. So like when the nurse is sitting there charting, they can still have eyes on their patient or whatever. Usually, it depends though. It depends on the hospital and like how new they are, how much money they have, all that shit. I fucking hate autoplay. HIPAA violation. I'm thinking that's a HIPAA violation. You cannot take pictures of a patient. Oh, here's one for you. Even every family member I've been with and around in hospice or in actual hospital, I've seen that black mass flow in, hover, and then leave after they pass. Ryan, okay, so for me never having seen anything supernatural, it's so hard for me not to conceptualize that there's something going on in a human body that is gone when they die because of the feeling. I've never seen anything, but like, what my job was. Like, if you died in an ICU, chances are it was me and a doctor's order. But there is something in my like animal brain that instinctually feels something's missing when the body is dead now. And I can never explain it. I don't know where that energy or whatever the fuck it is goes, but it's gone. There's something so different. And it's like, it's not feeling a pulse or like, a person talking to you. It's like, you just know it. I don't know. It's so bizarre. But I mean, it happened so many times. I can't think that there's nothing. I don't believe in God and I'm not a Catholic anymore, but like, law of conservation of energy, right? We're giant meat sack batteries. Where does the energy go? It's got to go somewhere. It can't be destroyed. I don't know. It's energy left. And I had one other experience like that when I was really a kid. I was young, not really young. I was like 13 or 14 years old and my grandpa passed away. But before he passed away, he had a AAA heart attack and a stroke. So he was very non-functional. And all my aunts and my mom are all like nurses, respiratory therapists, etc. So they got a hospital bed to put in the home in our house. And then they all just took turns taking care of him in the last couple months of his life. And it was really nice because we got to spend 24 hours a day with him. But the day that he passed, like before his heart stopped and all that, he started going into kind of rigor, And I growing up around medical, like I knew what was happening. So I went into another room. I felt really uncomfortable around just watching that happen to my grandfather. So I went into the room and I remember I was drawing on a notepad and this sounds like hooey wooey shit, but I swear to God, I felt it and it was weird. I was just sitting in, it was, how some like people had like that fancy living room no one's allowed to sit in? My Nana definitely had one of those, like this huge front room with really uncomfortable, beautiful furniture and shit. And I was sitting in that room and I felt something like a whoosh of wind go up and out my body. I don't know, like I felt like a out, and at that like literally millisecond, my mom put her hands on my shoulder, comes up behind me and goes, "Your grandpa just passed." And I was like, "All right." I think I actually said, "I know." And my mom was like, "Oh, that's a bitchy response." But like I couldn't tell you what that is. I'm not going to put it up to a god or anything, but I still remember it so viscerally. That's just weird fucking like through me, you know? I don't know. Talk about what the fuck I don't even know how to phrase this. What is the purpose of a super real looking baby you can pull the head off of? Why? Reborn dolls. Is this what this is? Is this what you were talking about, Allie? What is what is this? What is it? Is it like for people whose babies pass away or something that they can have a redo? This is the reborn dolls. It's for ladies who can't have children and they would like to take care of a baby anyways. No, Ryan, I will fuck it up. I had a noosed Barbie hanging from my ceiling my entire childhood. This is not the toy for me. What the fuck? I don't like it. Also, yes, I can totally do my makeup on stream someday if you want me to. I saw someone ask that while a video was playing and I mentally checked. Yeah. Uh, it's just a doll that looks, it's a doll, but like, it looks so real. I don't like it. They buy food for them. That's exactly Robo. Like, it's hilarious that it looks real and then they pull the head off. But like, I just can't understand the purpose for. But I okay. I don't think there's enough weed for that. I truly I don't. I'm so glad you're here, Allie, to explain that to me because honestly, I would be going to very dark places in my head right now. Like the darkest. I watch way too much true crime for one person, and my head is so fucked up from it. And I just started all the dark places, all the darkness, all of it, all of it. I'm just so happy you're here because I can't even. Pat, there are no words. I don't know. A cryptid thing? Give it to me. Yeah, like I feel, and this is again, I'm not a mom. I don't have kids. My opinion doesn't matter. This is all just like conjecture, whatever. I feel like if someone can't have kids, giving them like a fake baby that never ages to feed is like feeding a sort of psychosis, right? I don't know though. Maybe I'm what up reasonable. Maybe I'm fucked on that one. That it just doesn't seem like a healthy thing. We have another brain bleach after this. I have to pee really bad, so I'm gonna take a quick break. But we have the 13-year-old girl playing. It's one of the Drumeo videos where they hear a song they've never heard before and then they create the drums to it. I'm excited to watch that. That'll definitely bleach our brains. I'm just glad Allie was here to explain what the fuck that was, because so many dark places. Dread, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I've read and listened to true crime horror stories where someone can't have a baby, so they kill a mom to steal their baby, or they try to cut a baby out of someone. People get pretty crazy about babies, and I feel like maybe that's feeding into a psychosis that's not okay. But maybe it's like Bad Dragon, like better off have a fake baby and a fake dog dick than fuck a real dog. I don't. You know what? Fuck. It's really cold. Holy fuck. Man. Oh my god. Yeah, it is chilly as balls. I hit that fucking door and wow. It snowed a little bit, but I think it's too cold to snow. Nope, don't do that. I just wanted to pause the song. Stop, stop. I'm too cold. I'm literally like shaking on the mouse. Give me my heater. Brr. I gotta warm my hands up. One moment. Twisted Wednesday? I like that. The way I laugh like a ghoul at the Bad Dragon joke. I mean, I used to, when I found out about what Bad Dragon was modeled after, I was like, okay, I don't know about that, but at least they're not fucking real dogs. I don't know if that makes it better or not. But yes, I saw someone in chat. Sorry, I read chat while we're watching videos, and then I'm like, make sure to respond. I can do my makeup on stream anytime. I used to do it like every day on stream, and then I just kind of felt like maybe people were like hella bored with watching me do it all because I can do it while I'm talking. Like I just kind of I do it all the time, so it's kind of second nature. But yeah, I don't mind. I love doing that shit. It's fun because you get to see it go from looking like fuck all to looking. It's so weird. Whenever I do at least, whenever I do fun makeup, there's a point where it just looks bad. Like always. In the middle of the makeup, it starts to look really bad and I'm like, "Oh, fuck. What have I done?" But I got to just keep going. Like tell myself just keep going, keep blending and then suddenly it's done and it looks good. It's weird. But it's fun. Thank you, Mega Man. I appreciate you. It was fun. It's fun. I like letting people pick the colors too cuz I truly have every single makeup shade known to man. One of the shades I'm actually wearing today, I made myself cuz I get bored with the shades I have, or like I have like eyeshadows where you've used almost all the eyeshadow and it's just like rims of it in there. I'll dump them all into one thing, crush it up, add some alcohol, and make my own color out of it. It's trusting the process. Seriously, it's like I've been, into makeup, I guess, 15 years. Like truly, like watching a lot of YouTubers doing makeup and being in the makeup community and whatever, just enjoying it. And every single day, I start doing it and I'm like, that's a really pretty color. 15 minutes later, oh my God, why does it look like I have a black eye? 15 minutes later, oh, and it's done and it looks pretty. What happened? But I just you gotta keep going. Don't give up. Don't wash your face. It's every day though. I never get used to that middle part where you're like, why does this look so fucky right now? Every time. I tried doing my makeup on stream. Did it not? What do you mean you tried? Oh my God, Chesh, how's that working for you? One of my coworkers, the one who's anti-vax gross, just came over to correct me on something, except she's wrong, and I showed her the proof. She goes, well, that's not how I do it, but whatever. So, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but the position you're in is kind of something where there's like a right way and a wrong way, right? It's kind of like a Bob Ross painting, literally. Yes. Yep. You just start somewhere and it starts to look really bad, and then all of a sudden it doesn't look bad anymore. It's real. Yeah, it is. It's kind of like a painting or art because art does the same thing. It's like there's a point where it doesn't look like anything, and you just got to keep fucking going, and then it looks good all of a sudden. I don't know. I seriously like when I do my makeup in the morning. I have my mirror up, but then I have OBS up because OBS looks different than what I look like in my mirror because of lighting and the camera and all that. And so I look back and forth to see how it looks on cam versus my mirror, and it just looks fucked. Mega Mesa, I think anybody can look good in eyeshadow. I truly believe that. I think anybody can rock makeup if you just know what complements your face, I don't think makeup is gendered bullshit or anything like that. I don't think you guys do either. Not that we're going to fight over that, but you know what I mean. Cheers. Oh, Vissy. You know better than that, bitch. Like those ASMR makeup refurbishing videos, the person scrapes all the damaged makeup, grinds it. That's exactly what I do. Yeah. It's like repanning or whatever. Yep, I do that exact thing. Because otherwise it's a waste. Like makeup can get really expensive. And there are, like every once in a while, I will get inspired by something and I'm like, oh, I know what color I want and I can't find it. Like no one sells the color at all. Like they'll have the shade I want, but it's shimmery or it's a pearl or it's sparkles or, it's close to the shade, but it's like warm toned or cool tone. So then I go make it. Where's the one oh, this one. These are my, repots. That's the color I put on today. It looks really disgusting now. But I could not just find a denim blue. Just like a nice, cool denim blue color literally anywhere on any makeup brand. They were always shimmery or something, so I fucking made it. Because I will not be told no. I have no setting to try it. What do you mean? There's a bit of wiggle room, but it's mostly black and white. That's what I would think. I mean, it's not like, yeah. Just keep having happy accidents and beat the devil out of it. You really do. No shit. If you've never watched a makeup tutorial, one of my favorite sounds, which is a weird thing to say, in makeup tutorials is when they do this. This. That's the makeup equivalent of beating the devil out of it, and I fucking love it for some reason. But it's literally just knocking off all the extras so you're not like powdering your eyeballs. It's my favorite. That's the equivalent in the makeup world of beating the devil out of it, probably. Sometimes I use the back of my chair because I do my makeup standing, and I'll just smack my brush on it. It's crazy. Oh, Mega Man. I mean, in my opinion, makeup is the most fun when you don't have to leave your house. Because the moment you have to go out into the world, you now have to take into effect how that makeup is going to last in whatever weather, humidity, climate you're in. One of my favorite things to do is literally sit and just fuck with makeup for no reason and then go wash it off. I mean, it doesn't have to have a purpose. I don't do this because I feel like I need to or like I'm lacking anything without makeup. I don't feel ugly without makeup. It's strictly like an artistic expression I do every day. It's just how I get like an artistic hit. It's fun. Colors are fun, but I don't feel like I have to in any way, shape, or form. You know what I mean? You know the sound. Oh, yeah. The brush sound. That sound is just the best sound ever. I love it, but it really does work. I watch those makeup repair vids on TikTok. I will spend the money and buy a new one. I would too if they had the color I wanted. Like I wouldn't just repot it just because, like if it's easy to get eyeshadow out of a pan, even if it's in the corners. Like really, how much eyeshadow you're really using? I only repot them if I'm making them. Like if I'm gonna make a color I want that I can't find anywhere. And I think mostly I have I like to control what's sparkly, what's shimmery, what's pearlescent, and what's not. So when I do my makeup, like it's almost completely matte like it is today, and then I add shimmer on top. I don't want my color to have shimmer in it. If that makes sense. I want the shimmer to just be a separate product. I just want all flat colors because I feel like the way they look in the pan is truly how they're going to look on your skin. Versus once you start adding shimmer and sparkle and pearl and all this shit, it's very misleading how it's actually going to look. And half the time you're like, oh, it's a blue sparkle, and it's just sparkles. There's literally zero pigment in it, and it's shit. And I've wasted so much money on shitty makeup, like good quality makeup that just doesn't pay off the way I wanted to, that I got to a point where I was like, it's just mica powder and pigment with alcohol, and it sets, and that's all makeup is. I can do this. I happen to look at the makeup at work for cosplay reasons. There's no middle ground. It's either 15 or 65. There's nothing precise in between. Missile, no shit. Half of the reason I watch all the makeup YouTube I watch like makeup, it's like podcasts, but they have like a visual component on YouTube or whatever. They review everything. They're honest. They're not being like, paid by companies or anything. They go through everything and they are super honest with like what's worth the money and what's not. And that's huge to me because we live in a world where marketing and shit like that is so convoluted and so just bullshit jargon, you know what I mean? That it's like, I can't afford to try every fucking product in the world to find out what's actually going to work. But for instance, mascara, drugstore. The formulas are exactly the same. You do not need to pay $24 for fucking mascara. There's certain things like that. Like half the makeup I use is drugstore because drugstore brands fucking got it now. They've been around so long. They've got it down to a science. There's very few things in this world that you have to go high end to get a quality out of. Honestly, I would say almost nothing. I cannot think of one thing that I would spend exorbitant amount of money on in terms of makeup, except maybe no. Nope. No. Nothing. Nothing. It's luxury. Like, and they'll talk about that. Like, Robert and James Welsh, they're twins. One does skincare, one does makeup. I watch them all the time. And they'll talk about like the meaning when brands are super expensive because they're luxury. It's usually because, the jar you're getting in is glass and it's got a metal lid and it feels really heavy and nice and whatever. But the ingredients, for the most part, are identical. And a lot of brands try to jack up the prices and put in weird, mysterious ingredients that they're like, oh, yeah, if you put snail mucus on your eyelids, you'll look 20 years younger or whatever. And that's how they justify these prices. But very, very few things in this world do you need to spend a lot of money on to get a quality out of, in my opinion. And I used to be a diehard Sephora person. Like, I spent dummy amounts of money on because I just thought it was better for your face, better for your skin, something. Yeah, I would say anything that's gonna sit directly on your skin and be soaked into your skin, that's where I would put the money. So like your lotion, primer, oh my god, Viata though. I have recently found a new primer that I can't even remember. It was so cheap. It's Milani, which is a drugstore brand. Hold on. I was a diehard potion primer potion fan for literally like ever. I mean, it does do anything like potion primer from Urban Decay? I don't fucking know. Die hard by that. But Milani, right? I have not, honestly, this powder's Milani. I just lost the lid for it. I have so much Milani stuff now. It's all drugstore, really inexpensive, and very good quality. And it's non-comedogenic, meaning it's not going to break you out. It doesn't have anything weird in it, But I got this primer recently, and it's really, I mean, it's way cheaper than Primer Potion. It is Milani eyeshadow primer. I don't know. But this stuff, I mean, this is what I've been using for months now. Barely any. You do like a pearl on your finger and just dot it all over your eyelid. It really stays. And I have to use True Makeup Remover to get my makeup off. This stuff actually works really well. I think it's literally Primer Potion. If you've ever used Urban Decay Primer Potion, tell me this doesn't look exactly like it. It's like a flesh toned kind of see-throughy, not opaque, whatever. It doesn't have a tint to it, but it kind of looks like it would. But then it goes out clear and it's really like silky. It's got like that smooth, but not silicone smooth. I don't know how to explain that. It's really silky. It's the same thing. Yeah, but like half the price. I mean, I think this was like $4.99 or something, and it goes, that dot would cover literally from here to here. It goes a long fucking way. But that's the only place I would ever put like, you know, extra money down, skincare, stuff like that. Stuff that's actually gonna sit on your skin. Yeah, same shit. It's the same thing, but it's just, and honestly, I like that better because I feel like with Primer Potion, you know how it has the lid with the little dough foot in it? You can never get the last of it out. I've cut the thing open to get it out. I feel like there's always like a month's worth of it left inside, and you just can't get the dough foot around in the little thing. It's so fucking annoying. I hate that thing. Whereas this one, you can squeeze it all the way. Southern Belle, I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking the exact same thing because that's the way a lot of fucking makeup is. But that's it, dried now. Nothing. There's no tint or anything. It looks exactly like Primer Potion, and it really sticks. It doesn't go to the bottom. You literally have to cut it open. I'm glad I'm not the only one because I feel like a heathen, but the shit's so expensive. Sunblock, that's another one. Eye cream, absolutely. Like, that's any of those things that are going to sit on your skin. That's where I'd put money down. But anything else, nah. And there's so many online brands now when it comes to makeup that are good. That just, they don't have the resources or the know-how to be in Sephora, or be in Ulta or something like that. Like, you guys know, I talk about Sugar Pill a lot. Not sponsored, not an ad. I just use a lot of Sugar Pill. Super inexpensive, though, for what you get. You get so much product. It's crazy, comparatively. And the product is super high tinted. And I like, I have all my makeup on my desk right now because I didn't pick it up because the internet was being fucky. But, like, makeup palettes like this, where it's like, oh, look, some beige and brown. I fucking hate this. I don't understand this color story. It's just like, old cum. That's not Sugar Pill, but Sugar Pill, I like that they give you just like a really, really, really good, I'm trying to get that mirror not to reflect on you guys, sorry. A really good variety of color in each palette. It's not just like one note. It's not like, here's some brown. It's like, here's a bunch of fun colors you can play with. Do what you will. And I dig that. That's what I want if I'm going to spend money on a palette of makeup. Also, they look like pills, which is precious. Um, this is the other one I have, the darker one. But see what I mean? They give you all sorts of colors. It's not like, here's a pink palette, here's a blue palette. You can get one palette and pull off looks for 50 years, which I dig. I know. I like that. I don't like palettes where it's just like even I love Melt. Like, don't get me wrong. I talk about Melt Cosmetics all the time. They're phenomenal. Their products are serious. I've never been upset with a Melt product. All their eyeshadows, everything. They're so silky. They have the best mattes in the fucking business, and I would put my name down on that. However, this is a palette that bothers me because it's one fucking note. Christmas or something. I don't know. It's every single thing in here is warm toned. Every single color is warm toned. So yeah, you're like, oh, but there's green and there's like peach and there's purple. It's all warm. By warm toned, I mean it looks like shit on me unless I put something like white primer underneath it or something like that. I just want some variety in something because palettes are expensive. Palettes are usually like at least 40 to 60 bucks a pop, which they last you forever. I don't think I've ever thrown a palette out, to be honest. I still have like the original Naked palette. They last forever, but I don't want it forever if it's just a bunch of the same fucking color, you know? Oh, blue eyeshadow's hard. Actually, what ones is that? Sugar Pill as well. My favorite blue, Sugar Pill. This is the best blue eyeshadow I've ever found. I have two of them, two different shades of blue. This one's helium, and the other one's more of like a purpley blue, just a little bit, like barely. It still just looks blue, but it's got more of a purpley tinge to it. But these are my two absolute favorite blue eyeshadows I've ever found. Just because they act like I bitch about it probably too much, but my skin's very yellow. I'm very jaundicey toned, olive toned, I guess you would say. And so normally blue eyeshadow starts to look green on me because my skin's coming through. And this is the only eyeshadow that doesn't. It's seriously that just solid. Sugar Pill pulls it off. They do a good job. I'm glad I heard about them because I've never seen them in a store. Again, that's just a smaller online shop you'd have to look for. But they're good if you like makeup. Katie Blue, exactly. I think I have the True Blood palette somewhere. Oh my god. The one that had the really annoying little drawer you had to pull out the front of it, and it had like an eyeliner and stuff in it. I used to collect these palettes, like when palettes actually meant something, you know? Oh yeah. I had the True Blood palette, and then there was I think Urban Decay did two different Alice in Wonderland palettes. I have them somewhere. I don't use them regularly because honestly the colors just weren't my jam, but I have them somewhere. And they're epic. They're not just a makeup palette, they're like a pop-up book on the inside, like literal like pop-up figures and shit. Those were phenomenal. And what's crazy is those cost the same as the palettes nowadays that have none of that fun shit in it. What happened? Yep. I pulled everything out of that drawer and said, fuck that drawer. I think I pulled the drawer out because I was so tired of trying to get it out. I have a True Blood headset too. On my wall, actually, I can see it. It's a V-Moda True Blood headset, and it has like a little blood drip that hangs off one of the ears. But it's a on-ears headset, not an over-ear, and it drives me crazy. I can't wear it. It gives me pain. Dude, Vissy, I mean, next time you visit, we will pull my buckets out. Because, like, I've got 7 palettes on my desk right now, and I have buckets of palettes somewhere else. These are just, like, the palettes that I use on a regular basis because they're the most, like, functional, I guess. I have so much. It's dumb. I really did collect them for a while. Like, I was very, very much into it. And every once in a while, I'll go through it and purge stuff because, of course, there's a lot of makeup you cannot keep. You guys know this. I'm not going to treat you like you're stupid. If it's powder, it's fine. Spray it with alcohol. If it's in a tube, if it's wet, if it touches your eyeball, 3 months, toss it. Period. Period. And stop touching your face with applicators. My God. Oh, did you buffer? The TikTok one did. The one Tony did. The one Tony gave us works. We got that one. Sorry, makeup. Buckets of palettes, seriously. I mean, it's asinine because like there's no way to use all of them all the time. So it's like once or twice a year I go through them and I'll pull out new ones and put away some of the ones I've been using constantly just so I use them. Because they're just, I mean, there's so many. And I truly do try to use them. But like I said, I still have the original Naked palettes. I have all, who doesn't? Who does? They were great. The smoky one, the original, and then there was one other one that was dank. There was a ton of Naked palettes, but there was 3 I remember that were just so good. They had like perfect mattes and perfect shimmers in them. God, they were great. Cheers. A color consultant, is that like telling someone they're a clear winter or something? Because I think I've heard of those. Kimchi Beauty. I like the name. Oh, please load. My internet has just been fucked all day. It's probably me. I even did a speed test and it was fine, but everything is just taking a year to load. Even YouTube's been doing it all day. I don't know. What's wrong with my internet? Oh, it's Kimchi the drag queen. See the page. I'm literally just sitting on a gray page. It'll load someday. I'm waiting. I'm excited to see it. Yeah, if I was to suggest my favorite makeup, it'd probably be Urban Decay, Melt, and Sugar Pill. And Milani. I mean, for eyeshadows. And then Drugstore, everything else. I still use fucking Wet n Wild eyeliner, my dudes. Have you ever found a better Kohl eyeliner than Wet n Wild? Because I still haven't. 99 cents, motherfuckers. Still the best. Allie, I could send you a headset. Hit me up in Discord. Bitch, I have a wall of headsets. Haven't you seen my morgue? Hold on. Merry Christmas, Allie. Would you like some crossfade V motos and rose gold? I was sent to. Hit me up. I'm an audiophile. If that's not apparent, I have a problem. That lighter to put it on or heat it up? The eyeliner? You don't have to anymore. They're Kohl now. They really improved that formula. It's like Kohl. You can put it on and then buff it out. You don't have to heat it up anymore. It's incredible. I know. Allie, yes. Why would I fuck with you? Why would I lie to you? I don't know if I can. This is a fraction of my morgue. Under that lab coat, it literally says morgue on the wall. You say one time you like headsets, and suddenly you got a lot of headsets. What horse? Elf is great too. Elf is great. Marin is everything, or Mayron, however you want to pronounce it. Marin is literally great. So is Ben Nye. Ben Nye banana powder was everything for years. It's just so hard to get now. Like, it's always out on Amazon and shit, but that was the tits back in the day. Into the Narnia of headsets? No shit. That's kind of what it is. I have basically an IKEA table, and then I have kind of black steel kitchen rack wire racking, you know, that's where my PCs are. And there's a shelf under my PCs that's just shit companies send me. All like, you know, PR stuff, I guess. PR stuff, that's what you would call it. I have so much of it, and I feel really gluttonous with a lot of it. And so if it's like if I get two of the exact same headset, I do not open them and I just try to save them because I do not need two of the exact same headset. And one day there's going to be someone like Allie, who I've known for 50 million years, who's going to be like, man, my headset broke. And I'm going to be like, bitch, guess what? Ho, 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 motherfucker! Have you been naughty? There's always someone who needs something, and I don't. I can't even wear headsets. That's the sad part. That's why I have a morgue wall. They give me migraines. I have one of the nicest headsets that exists in the world within a foot of me, and I can't wear it because it literally kills my head. It's really depressing. I wish. I fucking wish. Every once in a while, I'll torture myself for good music, though. I need to get myself a new amp because my last one kicked the shitter. Boo. Oh, shit. Get yourself a shit stack. Oh my God, Viata. Oh my God. I saw a TikTok. I don't know if someone said it to me or what. I don't know. It was an Instagram because I don't surf TikTok, but you know, I'm one of those old people that sees it 2 weeks later on Instagram. I saw something on Instagram and it was this girl who had hair like mine. I think because I was looking up like how the fuck to get curly hair to last more than one day because I try not to wash my hair every day. And this girl had this long, beautiful, I mean, spirals. It almost looked like a perm, but it was not. It was her natural hair. It was long and beautiful. And she was like talking about what she was going to do with it. And this is exactly what she said. Protect your buttholes. She says, and I quote, you remember like in the olden days when they used those little butterfly clips? I think that's what we're going for today. And I puked out of my nipples. Yeah! The fucking olden days! I'm... yeah. I didn't even send it. I just closed my phone and gave up for the day. I was like, oh my fucking God, am I dead now? Like, I mean, I know it's not as recent as our like broken brains think it is, but it wasn't that long ago. Are you fucking with me? My God, I give up too. The olden days, they're just abnormally cruel, right? That's what it felt like. But also, I don't think this person knew what they were saying. I don't think they knew how hurtful their words were. Do not speak to me of the old magic, witch. I wrote it. I suffered that strange springy headband and the butterfly clips so you could run, bitch. Let's fucking go. Yeah, I know. It made my eye tear. Okay, these videos buffered finally. Let's cheers. We have just a couple of cool drumming videos. I've just been waiting on. My internet is fucked. Kimchi thing still won't load. It's my computer's. It's just my streaming computer is fucked today. I don't know why. But it's not the fucking olden days. What? I think I still have some butterfly clips from those days, like real ones. I miss banana clips. I'm gonna be honest. They're one of the few things that could actually hold my hair up because my hair is so heavy. Like I have to use 20 bobby pins. I miss those bitches. Damn. Southern Belle. Yeah. I had that moment the other day. I was telling some story on stream, and I was like, I had to go to a computer and like, and I was gonna say Google something because that's just you know, a very general term we use now for searching. But I had to think like Google wasn't real yet. I don't even know what I did. Where did we go? Ask fucking Jeeves. Thick hair girl, banana clips, they're the only thing that worked. You can still get them some places, but they tend to be kind of expensive and or really shitty quality. But banana clips, literally, they're the only thing that would hold my hair, actually hold it. Yeah. My brain immediately is just like, I don't even know where we went before Google. And I was there. Like, arguably, like, how old is Google now? Honestly, I don't know. Nothing compares to the moment you hear one of your favorite songs as elevator music. I think I've heard one of my favorite songs on a classics station recently. 90s to 2023 is the same as the 60s to 1993, y'all. I mean, it feels like that kind of. Is that weird? It feels like neither of those times and periods of time are that far away, Tony, I guess is what I'm saying. Like, my brain thinks, oh, the 70s? That was like 25 years ago. It was not, just in case you're wondering. But, like, that's where what my brain does. My brain, like, halted at the year 2000 or something. It's so weird. I don't know what Y2K did, but I stopped. And that's where my point of reference for time is now, which is odd. I feel very broken. Yes, the stupid expanding, contracting headband things that would gouge your eyes out or carve furrows into your head or catch on your ears and give you a piercing that you never asked for. Uh-huh. I had to live in those as a kid because my hair is so curly. It was just huge. It was like a triangle. And my mom would fucking rake one of those through my head to get it out of my eyes. Oh my God. The 90s were yesterday. I'm still in them, I think. I don't think I got out. I think I'm still baffled at the whole Christina Aguilera, Britney Spears phenomena. Voulez-vous what? Yeah, I don't know. I stopped. I don't. It's like the fact that we're in 2020. It still hasn't. I don't know. Time is weird and it hurts my head. But I think I halted somewhere down the line. Wait until the supermarket starts playing your tunes. It's happening though. Yeah, Nirvana on a classic rock station. Yeah, it's already happening. Time dilation, is that what it's called, Tony? It's so weird. Like, I'm well aware and I feel it and I perceive of it that time definitely feels like it's going faster as you get older. But there are some periods of time that truly feel like they just busted a nut and went away. And I don't know if it's COVID that did that, like the whole shutdown just kind of fucking with our heads, but it really fucks with me. I feel like I lost a lot of my 30s. They're just kind of, I don't know what it happened. They just went. Oh my God, ASL. Jesus Christ. Jesus fucking Christ. Let's watch some drumming, yeah. Same. I don't know why. I was thinking about this yesterday. Last night, I don't know why I had a random thought. I was like, man, there's still people alive who might remember before cars existed or were normal. But I thought about that. Like, think about how fast the world and technology and shit has moved through a lot of our lives. Like, I've lived through no remote controls to way too many remote controls to universal remote controls to, again, no remote control and just screaming at your TV and it does what you want. And I'm not that old. Like, I was not born into cell phones. I wasn't born into pagers. That wasn't a thing till I was in high school. Like, and it's not that much time, though. It's weird how fast shit works. Yeah, remember, like, Walkman CD players, MP3 players, iPods, phones, and now your phone is just everything. I mean, I remember my very first digital camera I got for Christmas. Like, all of my siblings, we got it as a group gift for Christmas. It was like $250, which was a fuck ton of money for my parents at the time. And it was 2.5 megapixels. It was like a silver Canon. 2.5 megapixels. My phone's got like 300 or a fucking something. I don't even, 20 something. I don't even know. It's just, but it's not that much time anymore. The fucking rate at which shit is excelling is weird. Very weird. I have a lot of regular thoughts where I think back, like, if I could just go back and show my 12-year-old self these weird touch phones, like, what would she think? Because I don't even think I conceptualized something like this would exist. You know, we had, like, the Born Identity and shit with, like, invisible clear screens they touched in the air or whatever, but that was it? I don't know. It's weird. Yeah, 8-track. That's another one. 8 tracks to cassettes to CDs. That was rapid fire. I mean, that was 20 years. Maybe not with 8 tracks, but you know what I mean? That was a rapid fire switch. Because I remember there was a point when my parents were like, we're not going to buy music anymore because it's going to be a new form in a year. Like, they had so many tapes, and then they got a car that had a CD player, and they were like, we can't play any of our tapes anymore. and they were so frustrated. Same with like movie forms. Oh God, what were the huge things we used to watch in school before VHS? Betamax, was that it? Laserdisc, VHS, and then DVD, and then HD and DVD and Blu-ray fighting each other. And then now we have just no hard copy of anything. I mean, unless you're like me and you're nostalgic and you keep them. Some of them I have, like, you know, my specials. But like, it's just so fucking fast. It's weird. Our parents changed the channel by screaming at it. Okay. You're not wrong. Okay, we went from children being the controller, the remote, to remotes, to too many remotes, to one universal remote, to no remote. You got me there. You got me there. I blame my eyes on that sometimes because we had a huge living room. My parents love huge living rooms for some reason. Like, the couch is like 15, 20 feet away from the TV. It's fucking weird. So because we were so tired of getting up and change, we would sit this close to the TV so we could just reach up. Because I didn't want to get up. I was lazy. But I think I ruined maybe my eyes and my head. And then did anyone else's parents put the new TV on top of the old fake wood paneled TV? Anyone else's wood panel TV turned into a TV stand? Or is that just a redneck thing? Because I didn't even, like, it didn't occur to me that was odd until I was, like, way later in life. I'm like, man, we used a TV as a TV stand. Like, a lot of my life. And I think it still worked. Yep, and then the newer TV on top of the old too. Yeah. Yeah. Because those old TVs that were, like, wood paneled, they were fucking heavy, right? Thank you, Kills, right? Fucking out of my same brain. They were, like, 1,000,000,000 pounds, not on wheels or anything. To get them out, you needed, like a professional dolly or a fucking forklift. So I was like, fuck that shit. That's a piece of furniture now. That's amazing. I'm so glad my parents weren't the only one. My grandparents as well. You could not. Oh my God. I don't think I ever saw one move. Like, oftentimes you would just leave it with the house. It was a permanent, like, thing. They were so heavy. The console wood panel TV. God, they were great. They were fucking heavy, though. I'm glad I'm not the only one that remembers that. Like, it was impossible. You couldn't even knock one over if you wanted to. I remember pushing 2 buttons together on that old brick cable box to get scrambled porn channels. Oh my God. That was how you did it? We would just sit there and press the up on the channel button until it happened. Like, the channels would just start flipping so fast, all of a sudden you were on the Spice channel. The marriage of television and shitty IKEA furniture. Word, though. At least it's not 5,000,000 pounds. Fuck yes, Missile. The way it should be. My parental units had the huge wooden floor radio record 8-track player with 2 huge speakers. I think my mom actually still has that. It was like a fake wood paneled thing that stood super high and had 2 speakers on either side that were also fake wood paneled. I think it still works, actually, which is kind of crazy. And it had a record player built in. Yeah, it had to be furniture. What else were you going to do with it? And you could hear when the TV was turned on from the vacuum tubes. That vroom, and suddenly, like, you felt kind of all the hairs on your face poke up and reach towards the TV. If you were the child on the ground. The moment it turned on, it was like... I think it was static. This is why we're all gonna be real fucking weird someday. It felt fuzzy. Yeah. And you could drag your finger across what was glass, kids. Oh yeah. A rounded glass screen. Real glass. But if you dragged your finger across, it'd be like... We're gonna grow wings or tumors or something, right? I mean, like, like, something's gonna grow off of us is what I mean. Like, one day it's gonna be like... You know? No, because I had 3 older brothers who had already made me, like, lick 9-volt batteries and shit. I was well aware of electricity by that point. Seltzer sparkling water tastes like TV static. You have just unleashed, like, the weirdest, like, unlocked yes in my brain, Viata. Oh my God. if you could physically touch the carbonation of sparkling water, that is what they felt like. That is so weird. My skin is tingling and like feeling sick, thinking like you have nailed it. Wow. That just brought all the feeling. Man, wow. Nostalgia Wednesdays, man. There are some things I miss. Like, I miss heavy steel car doors and like that super affirmative, like, ka-chunk when you opened them and the when you closed them and then when you opened them. I miss that. Even my Jeep sometimes, I will slam that door and I don't hear shit. I'm like, did you even close? It's like, kinda. I kind of miss it a little. Every once in a while, I'll watch like an old movie where they have an old car door that just has that clunk sound. I'm like, oh, you heard it. It was like, it's like if playing a video game and actually feeling like you're hitting something. Oh man, glad I had my hand shut in one of those doors, but it was a sliding like van, but one of the old steel ones. I had my hand shut in it, and I swear my hand is fine. It was this hand, but I swear when I pulled my hand out, my fingers were like. I think my brain just altered what was happening because it was one of those moments where my whole body just stopped and I was 4. I've never forgot it. It was in the church parking lot. I just did like the until someone noticed that my hand was in the like locked van door and they were like, oh, fuck. And when I pulled my hand out, I swear it was like a cartoon. Like, all my fingers were all bent. It was fine. I don't know how. Maybe because I was a 4-year-old and I was probably like gummy cartilage. Same. Dude, Gorg. Did you do the silent, like, the world's not making sense, so I'm gonna shut down because of the pain kind of thing? Because same. Did you lose a fingernail? Oh my god. This has a classic pickup and has to remind people not to slam the doors. They weigh so much it can mess up the door frame. Absolutely. Yep. You don't need to slam those doors though, honestly. Yeah, the shocked into silence. I can't remember it's almost like in the wind knocked out of you. I can't physically remember the last time that actually happened to me. I think it buffered enough. We're gonna try this video. But man, that feeling is something else. I haven't had it happen to me in a while. It's like stubbing your toe horrifically. I've broken my pinky toe stubbing it so hard on the leg of a chair that my body's just like, oh. You know what I'm saying? We just gave up. We're gonna watch this video and then we're gonna jump into BioShock. Actually, it's perfect timing. I wanted to jump into BioShock by noon. This video Kills gave me, and I'm very excited. It's another one of the Drumeo videos, where like someone listens to a song they've never heard before without any drums. Like they somehow remove the drum track. Magic. I'm an idiot. They remove the drum track, play it for this person, and then this person has to like, I guess. I think they're trying to guess what the actual drums sound like, but oftentimes it's a little bit different and sometimes even way better. I'm really excited for this though, because the person who's going to be playing is literally a 13-year-old girl. So I'm pretty sure we've watched someone react to her play. Like, she's phenomenal. It's kind of off the charts, but I'm excited to see what her little brain does. Because we've seen a lot of older people do it. Oh my God, Glut, funny story. So he thawed the ribs, was all ready to do the ribs. He like after work goes outside to see where he ordered the dry rub online and it wasn't there. And he opened his phone and he never hit order on his phone for the dry rub. So we're just not talking about it right now. It was one of those silent, like, I was just sitting at my desk, playing a game, and he, like, went to the front door and came out and looks at his phone, and he's just like, "Fuck me." And I was like, "Oh, no. Silent Fury time. What happened?" "I didn't order the goddamn drum. Fucking but down the hall, I was like, "Okie dokie, headphone." He's gonna go have a scream. Yeah. Pat, you must wanna die. Actually, he'll probably laugh at it now because he did order it and it's coming like overnight. It should be here today, I think. Slammed her in a car door, your thumb. I accidentally closed a hand. Oh! I closed a hand on each child in a door. One was our front door, other was a car door. And they were probably fine though, right? I think it's because we're all cartilage. We're meant to get hurt when we're little. Dry rub. Dry rub is literally just like a spice blend. And a lot of the time it doesn't have salt in it. But it's usually something that you would like vigorously rub into some meat before you cook it. And it creates like a crust on the outside of the meat. Yeah. That's basically dry rub, right? Versus like an oil-based rub or something like that. Yeah, dry spices as opposed to like a sauce that you would like do something equally. I'm a big fan of dry rub. Like if you've ever had chicken wings from literally anywhere, usually they'll have some sort of chicken wing that's like gooey, sticky, and then they'll have dry rub wings. Dry is my favorite. I love me a good dry rub wing. Oh my god, Old Bay wings are the shit. Anyways, I heard recently that Kiss is like they're on their last tour right now, but what is it? They're donating their bodies to technology so they live forever or something. I don't fucking know. They're creating like AI versions of themselves that can go on and tour forever, something like that. Someone's gonna build a whole band around that kid. I fucking hope so. Like she's only 13 and she's that talented, like that dedicated. You know what I mean? When I say talented, I don't mean like born with. Like she's obviously put a lot of hard work in and loves what she's doing. Damn. I cannot imagine being that good at something at that age. I never really got much exposure to 80s music. My parents were pretty young, and I got into current music 90s when I was growing up. I was same. My parents were older, but neither of them were like of the 80s, really. My mom listened to like Carly Simon and country music. I wasn't really exposed to 80s music until I got a hold of MTV, really. Oh shit, did I get that one, Robo? Oh fudge, I just closed chat. Yeah, I know, right? Hopefully, Glut, by the time she's 18 and like, you know, looking for a band or whatever, maybe we will have fucked the music industry so they can't fuck us anymore. I don't know. Oh, is that her channel? Thank you. Kills posted her actual YouTube channel if you guys want to follow her. Her name's Nandy Bushel. She she has almost she has 421,000 subscribers on YouTube. Well earned. What a talented bitch. Hold on. Oh my god. Robo, what the fuck? Those ones should have gone to the music videos. One of them was called Pardon My Freedom. I don't know. The links looked funny to me too. Hold on. And the other one was called Am I Dreaming by Metro Boomin. This one? It's really pretty. I got a lot of artists in it, but Metro Boomin's the main one, yeah. Metro Boomin, yes. Pardon My Freedom, literally the title of the band is a bunch of exclamation marks. I think they pronounce it chick, chick, chick. Like CHK, CHK, but don't type that. Just type in Pardon My Freedom. It'll come up with the song. But the band is like chick, 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 and or exclamation marks. People love to make things difficult for us, don't they? But that's the one that's I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about that motherfucking shit. Something, something. I don't give a fuck. That was that one. I don't know. It's an odd one. Cheers. I missed the cheers. This is gonna be the last drumming video, and then I'm gonna go pee, and then we're gonna play Bioshock. They broke. Hold on, I'm gonna reload my shit because it says it ran, but it doesn't. I don't think it ran. Like it won't let me re-click the button. Hold on. I just don't want it to run while we're playing a game. Fuck. Nope, it didn't. Nope. I apologize. I have to run 3 minutes of ads, but we'll just sit here and I'll change category and shit. I apologize. They've been a little fucky lately. Oh, I had a question though, before I run the ad, just in case you get blocked. I was thinking about the repotting makeup shit. What do y'all that care about makeup and shit, what do you do when you find like an eyeshadow or something that's like just a shade you're obsessed with that you love and they change the formula? because that's happened to me a couple times. Like, I have some eyeshadows that are fuck old that I covet because they fucked the formula. I know, I want to. Some of my favorite, I mean, like, I literally have one I'm just staring at. This is one of my oldest eyeshadows ever. I don't think Urban Decay has sold this kind of packaging in years. But I wear this color a lot. I always get compliments on it because it's one of those duochromes that does like that red-green shift. And they fucked it. It's different. They made it like chunky and full of glitter, and it's like if you look for lounge, it's different, and I don't know what to do. I hate when why? Why did you ruin this? It was so good. I still have primer on my hand. Look at it. It's like a red-green kind of. It's so cool. I know. They fucked it. They've done that a couple. MAC did that with a couple shades that I covet still. I have them, and I very rarely wear them because I don't want them to get ruined. But now it's like chunky and glittery. Like I went and like swatched one at the store. They ruined it. I know. A lot of brands do it. They do it. I know a lot of people complain about it in terms of face makeup. People that wear like, what's it called? I'm gonna get eyeshadow on my face. What's it called? Um, Foundation. They'll go like foundations are usually they have a number on them and they'll go by the same number every time and they fuck the formula and they go buy it and it's super expensive and now they've got a bottle of shit that doesn't match. I'm just curious, like, what do you do? It's so pretty. Like now it's like orangey kind of when it fades. I don't know. It's just such a cool color and it pisses me off. I'm gonna run an ad now, but I figure a question we could talk, like we could chat. I can type. I don't know. Sorry about the ads. I'll change category and shit while we're chilling. Bioschmock. It takes years to find a suitable replacement. CoverGirl did that with their single shade pots years ago. I had the perfect shimmer cover for my skin and it vanished. Yep. They Clinique did that with Black Honey. We all knew Black Honey. Ooh, Katie's on a break. You should take one too. Stand up. Oh shit, you edited it. Fuck yes. Stand up, stretch your legs, hydrate, take joy, wash your piss mittens, and always pee after sex. I love that. Thank you, Glut. That's awesome. At least it's running. At least it works now. It's not like Stream Elements or anything. It's literally something to do with Twitch because I saw like Kinger was posting it and a few other people were saying they were getting either nonstop ads, even though there were subs. Like I was getting ads in Zach's channel yesterday, even though I've been a sub there for like forever. It's I don't know. It's a fucking great phenomenon. We're all suffering though. But yeah, that's lipstick. They do it too. And I just don't understand. Are they making the formula cheaper? Because they always change it. Like, they change the formula and the color indefinitely always changes. Who's asking for that? And I feel like every brand does it. Every brand is guilty of that shit. But that was one of my absolute favorites, and I'm still really bitter. Still really fucking bitter about it. I found, so no shit, there is one semi-dupe for it, but it's not the same. And I think it's by Tarte, which isn't my favorite. No, it's Too Faced. Yeah, the ad thing's been pretty. The alerts have been really reliable, but the ad, like through Twitch's side, every once in a while I'll say like a 0-second ad or something stupid like that, and I'm like, it's definitely running an actual 3-minute ad, so it doesn't make any sense to me at all. No, I like the announcement. No, I like it. No, I really like it. Honestly, it's good, especially for people that come in while I'm on a break. That's why I really like it. Because then they know what. Because some people will be like, "Oh, did I miss stream?" I've seen that in chat multiple times. Um, I don't know if they still have this color, but it was by Too Faced Resting Grinch Face. Close-ish, but not the same. Also a really old color that's probably out of commission. I haven't bought a makeup palette in a really long time, to be honest. They last forever. You really don't need to. Same with lipstick. Yep, I had the perfect shade for me. They still had the version of it, but it doesn't look good on me anymore. Yep, I had the same. It was like a Revlon color, and it was like a brownish red color that was perfect. And they did something to it. I swear to God, it was the exact same number and everything. They added like a berry, like purpley, kind of pinky undertone to it that makes your teeth look yellow. The moment you put purple on your lips, your teeth are going to look yellow. And it was like, I still had a little bit of the old tube and I compared them. They were completely different. I want to look at your blues. That's what I'm going to do while the stupid ad runs. Or Discord's going to do the thing. At least I can fix it. Oh my god, it thinks Discord's open twice. The fuck? It wasn't even open once, you piece of shit. Oh, is the music competing? Thank you. That's my bad. Sorry. That's my bad. I appreciate you, Genova. Now Discord's opening. Oh, it's updating. Installing updates. Okay, that makes sense. Civil War, like, not an Avengers one? Chesh, honestly, I only do my makeup when I feel like I have the energy to or I want to experiment or have fun. I never do it because I feel like I need to. What is this? Genova, thank you for the 500 biddies, you generous fuck. I appreciate you. What's the other thing? Twitch, 75. We added 50 bits to Genova's cheer. Bonus bits unlocked. We added 25 more bits. What's that? Is it some sort of end of year thing? Like, are they doing some special? Oh, I didn't know. I wonder if I got a I probably have an email. I probably have some Twitch email or something that I didn't read yet. Here's the blog. Okay, we can look at that. I think actually the ad just ended, so this is perfect. I changed our category already too, so it should say we're in BioShock Infinite now. End of year bonus round. It's time for the end of year bonus round. Ooh!
Squish that cat.
Psst, you ever hear of September, that thing we do once a year that everyone loves? Wow. Why does my voice just go suddenly? Good lord. Ever heard of September? That thing we do once a year that everyone loves? This year we had an idea. How about some more of what you know and love with some added bonuses? So we've decided that we're doing our very first bonus round. 25% discounts on all new single and multi-month paid subs December 13th through January 2nd, on all single month gift subs December 27th through January 2nd. Okay. Would you like to look at this with me? Okay. Bits bonus. Twitch will add 10% to every cheer over 300 bits December 13th through December 20th. Okay, cool. Newly themed hype train, including new hype train emotes finally. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I haven't been excited about hype trains in a really long time because we haven't had new emotes, but that's exciting. Terms apply, no shit. First, we started with what makes September great. You can take advantage of the following discounts from December 13th through January 2nd, 25% off all reoccurring subs site-wide, asterisk. From December 27th to January 2nd, 25% off all single month gift subs site-wide. Then we added some new bonuses, including our first ever bits bonus. Oh, bits. From December 13th through December 20th, enjoy our new bits bonus. Twitch will cheer 10... Something in my eyeball. Really? Right now? Twitch will cheer 10% on top of all cheers, 300 bits or more, with a chance for an even special for a special, even larger bonus from time to time. So that would be that 10% bonus. Thank you for that. I really appreciate you. Merry Christmas. For the duration of the event, channels that trigger a hype train will enjoy a newly themed hype train complete with brand new level one. I can read. Fuck my ass. Complete with brand new level 1 through 5 emotes, which they haven't done in a really long time. I'm actually kind of excited for that. For the duration of the event, all channels will also enjoy newly themed pinned cheers. A special way to stand out in your favorite channels. Simply check the pin your cheer box as you're cheering in any channel. That was a tongue twister. Sick. That's pretty good, actually. That sounds pretty decent, right? And then it's just like, you know, stuff. The asterisk stuff. Mobile's always scanned. I mean, I think they're at the behest of mobile companies, right? No matter what. They're kind of at the mercy of whether it's Apple or Android or something. It sucks. I know it's shitty. Honestly, it's very shitty. Oh, it's war porn? I'm good. I'm good. I've never understood it unless it has an educational point. I gotta change that. It might be fitting for BioShock, honestly. Thank you for those biddies, Genova. I appreciate you. Oh, boom, it happened again. What a fancy new pinned cheer looks like. Ooh, actually, it is kind of pretty. I don't know what it looks like for you guys, but mine's like black and teal on dark mode. It's very like it's unobtrusive. Kind of blends in. It's kind of nice. Wait, I don't have snow. Wait, you have snow. Hold on. Let me look at my channel. I'm looking at my dashboard right now. I want to see. Dashboard right now. I want to see the snow. Oh, there's snow on the. Yep, I see it now. That's cool. Thank you. Oh, there's snow on the. Yep, I see it now. It's not on the dashboard, but on the on my like channel chat, it shows it, and I can hear myself, and I apologize. I hate that. That's really cool. You know what? That's probably the coolest thing Twitch has done in a really long time, in my opinion. Good job, Twitch. I'm just moving my chat so I can see you guys. Ugh. Oh, that's really nice. You can. I didn't even think of that. It hasn't happened in so long, but sometimes people will donate to get a shitty, fucking horrible message up there. And that is for those of you out there that mod either here or other channels. You do have the capability to remove said pinned bits if you need to for some reason or another. We never know. There's shitheads all over the place. You know. Where's my I lost my controller. Hold on. I'm all tied up. I'm so fucked without you. Stop that. You stop that right now, interwebs. You hush your silly face. That game looks stank, though. If you haven't heard of that game, it's called Mouse. It literally looks like old, I don't know, Disney-esque. Do you have buttons to remove it in mod view and shit? That's really nice. I haven't checked mod view yet, but that's very, very fucking useful. That's the game I tried last night, and it's really fun. If you're looking for kind of a chill-esque, not as fast-paced kind of roguelite. What's the difference between a roguelike and a roguelite? I fuck that up all the time, but I can't remember which one's which. Oh, that's a fancy golden kappa. How'd you get a golden kappa, motherfucker? You do have the buttons. That's really nice. Whatever Hades is like, that's what this reminds me of. You die, you go back, you start over. The dungeons are different and shit like that. You know what I mean. See all the games I unplayed, I've been downloading, trying to find new shit to play. It's been a difficult journey for me. Like a roguey boy, is that it? That's what I would call it. Like you kind of go through the dungeon, you die, start over at the beginning, but the dungeon's like not. Is it procedurally generate? That's not the word. They're different every time you go through, I guess. That's your 5th one. Shut the fuck up. This is cold. I need my heater. Yeah. We got a little bit. We got like a powdering, like a dusting of snow. Fuck, it's cold. It just bites, man. Yeah. All I did, I just go outside with the dogs. I just went outside with the dogs. That was it. And like the wind just bit my flesh. It's just. You mean like those little like baggies of sand that like you crinkle up and they get hot? No, cold. I have a little space heater down here and I was trying to get circulation back in my hands. You know what, Mag? You can suck my butt. You're like Genova. Genova's like, oh, it was a brisk 72 today. I was chilly. Yeah, let's watch that. We can do that while I warm my fucking hands. I have the one. It's another one of that little girl. I have another browser. Oh, I have the cryptid one. Let's look at that cryptid one real quick. That one. Yeah, that one loaded. I think I have something in this eyeball. Brr. Fucking hands are so cold. sorry, I'm turning that down a little bit. I lost chat. Come back. Fuck. That's cold, Gorg. That's cold. That's cold. Is it low enough now? I'm gonna turn it up again for the video, but fuck. I hate the new mobile Discord UI is fucked, Viata. I hate it. I don't like it and it didn't fix anything. Zach hates it too. I'm glad we're not the only ones. Like, I feel like we're old, but like I hate it. And it's fucked. I can't okay, get this. So I was going through my messages because my Discord keeps saying I have like 15 unread messages, but there's no bubbles. They've created an entire new section called message requests where I have like a lot of messages I didn't have any fucking idea existed. That's been fun. Yeah, I just don't know why they did that. It's already kind of buggy. Like, don't make it more complicated, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not the only one that hates it because I've already had problems with Discord constantly and it just really decided. Like, I don't know if you can do anything about mange. Like, put it out of its goddamn misery because goddamn it. I mean, the fact that human beings got into a point where they're like, let's just film this creature, put it on Twitch, TikTok, and tell everyone Chupacabra's real, instead of being like, oh my god, there's a creature that's obviously in a lot of psychological and physical pain and distress. Like, maybe call animal control or something. Yeah, give him a chicken and leave him alone. Fuck. That fucking poor animal, my god. Okay, we need brain bleach. Hello. You come to say hi? You're on my, yep. Yep. You're so clumsy with your big Muppet feet. Hello, Miss Ma'am. How are you? What are you up to? You want to play in the snow, huh? You love the cold. This is your thriving weather? Or did you just want to say hi? My sweet Lil. She's just the sweetest, like... She's like, she is cute aggression. Like, herself. She's aggressively wants to, like, she does this. She'll, like, rub her whole body in you, kind of like a cat. But she's like a 70-pound cat. With these fucking oven mitts. You're very aggressive with your snuggles and your level of adorable, aren't you? Yes. Yes, you are. I see you. Not like we don't spend every minute of every day together all the time, and you're not sleeping on my feet 90% of the day. And your brother isn't literally under the desk right now. Right? You're abused. Abused. Used. Twisted. Hello, little sister. She is absolutely a big baby. 100. I mean, if she thinks she's a lap dog and that we're like abusive and that we don't let her be on our laps, my lap literally isn't big enough to hold her. I try so hard. She's too big, but she wants to be so bad. So like if I sit on the ground, she'll try to maneuver her body to sit on my like crisscross applesauce legs. She thinks she can. She's precious. She's precious. I miss you, little sister, by the way. I know you know this, but you know. Cute. I sing cute aggression to these guys a lot. Yeah, it fits for anything. The cute aggression. I just want to squeeze out. Because you're so cute. Are you just cute? Yeah. She's like, I don't know about that. You're a good girl. Oh, now you know about it? Let your brother come say hi. Come say hi. Oh, nope. Attack. Hi, Bubba. What are you doing? Oh, big stretch, bub. That's my sweet boy. My cats have not accepted the squish. You know, I've done a little bit of squish to the dogs, and like I don't think it's supposed to be like like a pulsing squish. I don't know how else to say that, but Lilith loves this. Like, if I just like hold her against me and like brace her head under me, she'll just sit there forever. She fucking, I think Trick kind of likes it. I don't think he really cares. I know, right? Squish that cat. I don't think so. But they like a little bit of like, I think it's just security though. I think.
Shitter was full.
Robo, thank you so much for gifting a sub to my little sister. Sister, use a butt was the highest order. You know what's up. I know. We normally by this stage, I'd absolutely get them groomed, but it's been fuck balls cold here, and it feels really cruel to like shave all their hair off in this weather. So we've just been giving them baths, and I've been putting like legit hair products, nice all natural stuff that my little sister actually got me. I've been putting that in, like trying to take care of it so it doesn't get matted. But man, it's just been so cold. It'd be like stripping someone's clothes off and throwing them into the winter, you know? It just, yeah. Right? As long as they're not getting mats. That's what I'm, like, I always check behind their ears and all the places where you would get dreadlocks or something, and they're good. Like, it's all just beautiful little curls, so they're good. They would absolutely need jackets and boots, and I don't have all I have is spider outfits for them, and they're not very warm. Thank you, Robo. I appreciate you. These guys do a cat headbutt. Like, if I stop petting them, sometimes they'll just lift up and do like this straight into my chest kind of thing. What? Your breath. I don't know what. Is it a bump? Is it? Hi, bud. You know what time it is. Or do you just like to be on the internet? I'm famous, Bob. You don't even understand. I'm a handsome boy. They can't even see me. You can't see me. You can't see me. Look at those feet. You're such a big boy. Show off your big fucking rabbit slippers. You're such a big boy. Yeah. Blessed be the fruit. Yes, you did buy those spider outfits, Sarah. Absolutely. That's literally the only form of clothing other than collars I have for my dogs because they've never worn clothes and I don't think they would. They would eat it. I think literally anything can go on throne. Probably. I would imagine. They literally have everything on there. Yeah. Sarah, literally I've been just lazy mode, letting it go curly lately, and every day someone said it reminds them of cotton candy or candy floss. It really does. It looks like rainbow cotton candy. I wouldn't eat it, but it's kind of pretty. Yeah, if you guys go on Throne, like, I mean, I never want anyone to feel obliged or obligated or in any way, shape, or form. I don't really talk about that much, but there's this thing called Throne where streamers can put up like streamer gear or dildos or edible cock or whatever on there, and you can also suggest stuff that you think that the streamer needs on there, and then they can add stuff to the list or whatever. It's pretty dope. I'm very, very new to it. I've been figuring out like the whole like like if they don't have an item on there and someone buys it for you, so like they have to cash you out the money and then you go buy the thing. That's what I'm figuring out on there right now. It's a little bit more complicated than anything else, but it's not bad. I mean, Elbel uses it. I saw people like alerts were coming up and shit for it on our stream. I think it's a pretty legit thing. Oh, 100% Sarah, hard same. At least the hair has protein or something in it, right? Yep, it's not buggy for me right now. It just takes a little bit longer. On that note, though, I am almost done. I'm waiting on one more response from the charities that I vetted for our Christmas days leading up to Christmas. I know it's nowhere near. It's still like a week away or whatever, but I think I've got them narrowed down, so I'm excited. They're very different and nothing we've ever done. No repeat charities this year, which is cool. So I'm excited, huh, bud? Are you excited? Oh, did you hear something? Oh my God, last night, dude. I got kind of weirded out. This was pretty late. This was like, I mean, it was dark. It was dark-ish outside. And I was peeing. And my bathroom's like on the other side of my house than my backyard. And I hear what sounds like a very loud, distinct howling sound. And I'm like, is Zach howling at his game? I literally thought maybe he was howling. Like, I don't know. Maybe there was howling in the game or something like that. And when I got out of the bathroom, I heard it. Trick had, I guess the back door was like cracked or something, and he got in the backyard, and there were sirens. Some sort of like ambulance or emergency vehicle was driving out in the neighborhoods, and Trick was in the middle of my backyard, like a coyote, like the coyote perfect silhouette, just full heart belting a howl to this siren, to the exact tune of it. And I wish I had my phone because it was one of the cutest things I've ever seen. Like I didn't say anything because I didn't want him to notice me because then he'll keep going. The moment he notices me, he stops and he comes over to me. And he did it like 3 or 4 times, just like this. Oh, did you howl? I know you can. It's very cute when you do it. You're allowed to do that. Your howl is absolutely precious. It's very deep. He literally, it was like, and then when he saw me, he like trots back to me across the yard, like wagging his tail, like, Mom, did you see? Did you see what I did, Mom? Mom, do you see how cool I am? Mom, I sang the song. I sang with that noise. That noise was the worst thing in the whole world, but I sang with it. He is. Bill howls sometimes, but hers is a lot shorter. She's like, oh, she gets embarrassed. But Trick, man, he didn't give a shit. He gave his full soul. Oh, my boy. Yep, sniff your ass. Good. That's a good boy. He's a good boy. Yeah, you are a good boy. They're very good dogs. They're just dorks. Ooh, Linder Snickerdoodle. Oh, I was gonna say they've got to be good, right? Snickerdoodle is like cinnamon and it's just cinnamon sugar, really, isn't it? Isn't that technically Snickerdoodle cinnamon sugar on a sugar cookie? It's got to be great. I love cinnamon. He is. Oh, Trick. He's an absolute muppet, and Lilith is a haunted Victorian doll. 100%. I hope he never changes. Like Sarah, I know I've said this to you a million times, but my little sister Sarah, who's in chat, Sassy Sarah, by the way, real little sister, the cool one I'm always talking about. She has a dog named Sirius, who's like this big black lovable hunk of goofball. He has like bleps like cats. He does like little bleps and sits around, but he's this huge black dog and he's gorgeous. And when I got Trick when he was an ADB, a little butterball puppy, I remember like be like serious. Like I was just praying to get another serious and I got it. I fucking got it. I got my dope and I love him so much. He's perfect. Girls are all neurotic. They're all the same. But I got my big dope and I love him so much. Cheers, Donna. Absolutely. I'm going to find someone cool to raid on that note and take my dogs out. It looks like the sun is going down already. There's no way. What time is it? I'm not that over, right? I think it's just dark. It's cold and sad. Oh, there's little bits of truffle and oh yeah, I'm into that. Yeah, damn. It must just be gross weather outside. It has been snowing. Vex, I haven't watched the trailer yet, but maybe we can do that tomorrow first thing. I'm really excited for it. 6 minutes easy. It'll take me that long just to move shit around so I can find the raid button. Loadable if you'd like to cheers. I'm ready. I want to say I had a Linder chocolate like that. I know it wasn't Snickerdoodle, but it had like little crunchy bits in it. It was really fucking good. Is it 6? It can't be 6 minutes, right? It's like, yeah, let's watch it now. We got time. Hold up. I'm a big Dune fan. I'm sitting here. I literally have Lilith's ear, like her entire ear in my hand, and I'm doing this, and that soothes her so she doesn't bother me because she knows it's time. I'm soothing the dog, so if you see me stroking under my desk, it's not me, I promise. Or is it? Dude, Shamalama, fuck what that is, Kindle Unlimited. They're called something, though, when they ride the sandworms. They have, like, a name. The people, it's like you're special or whatever. Do you remember? Oh, fuck. Do you remember? I don't remember. Fuck. Fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. God damn it. No. No. The Fremen or Freemen or whatever, that's just all the people that live out in the sand, right? Do they all ride sandworms? Because I could be totally fucked. It's been so long. I don't remember. I thought only a few of them rode sandworms, but I don't. Fucking radical. Amen. Most of them the Warriors? Okay, cool. I thought it was like one or two, you know, it was like a legendary, like, look at these few people who ride the big anuses through the sand. Oh, wow. Worm, Steersman, and Hookers worked with the Worms. Okay, and that was it. I gotta reread them. I think I have to reread the Dune books. I think I have. I've got to have them probably back here somewhere. Because I know we probably have doubles, because I know Zach's read them too. Aren't they called the hook? They had big, like, similar to the hooks they used on elephants, sadly. I think it's something similar like that. They hook the worms. I think worm riders are called power bottoms. Shut the fuck up. Imagine doing like the, oh god, what's the guy that does splits all the time in commercials and shit? Oh, it's right on the tip of my dick. What is his name? Did the karate videos and shit back in the day. Imagine him, but on the two worms. It's like, hiya, that'd be fucking sick. Jean-Claude Van Damme, thank you so much. It was right there. I could, like, see it. Fucking Jean-Claude, my god. Like a Jean-Claude double worm. A Jean-Claude double holes. 2 holes, 1 Jean. Happy 420. Two Claudes, 1 worm. Man. Maybe we'll have to have a movie night in Discord or something and watch the first Dune movie. Because a lot of people bitched about it because it didn't have it was a lot of expose. But that's kind of how the book is. I feel like, if I remember them correctly, like the first half is very not actiony. It's very politics and like inner workings and character development. And then the second half ish is a lot more like action. I think, if I remember correctly, but man, it's been a while. The books are long. I want to say there's a graphic novel series that does pretty good justice, but I might be totally making that up in my head. I don't remember. I do too. I'm gonna be real though. I don't really like books. Not a fan. I feel like they just take up room in people's houses. Like, who the fuck's out there just hoarding paper? It's really hard. I'm too high. Okay, I'm gonna find someone to raid. It's really hard. I'm too high. That's what she said. If big books are intimidating, try listening to the audiobooks of Dune. That'd probably be better, honestly. Dude, Vex, thank you for sharing with me that launched. I'm glad we watched it. Honestly, that gave me shivers. I'm really, really excited. I'm gonna raid Dan because he's wearing a really cool pink sweater and it looks like it's snowing in his channel and it's making me feel very festive. What's tomorrow? Thursday. We'll continue with more BioShock, and in the morning, if I can, I'm gonna try to see. Hopefully, the last charity that I was just vetting and making sure they're real and are cool with someone on the internet talking about them and like, you know, raising money for them, whatever. I'm waiting on one more, so hopefully I got that email, but maybe we can start talking about that tomorrow morning or something and do a poll or start the poll or whatever to decide on our Christmas charity. Like I said, they're all unique, which is cool. Nothing I've really done before. No one I've ever raised money before in our channel, so I'm excited. What is today? What's the date? It's saved. We're good. It's the 13th. Yeah, so I will have the charities up and running in the channel by next Tuesday. That's the latest I want to at least have us like just up and stuff. And again, it's not like I mean, I set up like some fun goals and stuff like I'll do X, Y, Z if we whatever. And then usually like Christmas Eve or whatever and Christmas Day because like I said, Zach hates Christmas. I don't really have anyone to celebrate with. We usually bake cookies and shit and just hang out on stream. So if you guys have nothing to do for the holiday or if you're bored or whatever, I put on some Michael Bubble and we make cookies. I'm gonna try to make almond roca if I can scrape together some doll hairs to buy the ingredients. It's not that bad. It's just a lot of sugar and shit. Sugar and shit. Because you have to make like the toffee and stuff. But it's something my family does every year, like traditionally, and I can make it by heart. I thought that'd be fun to do because a lot of people don't really. They don't realize how easy it is to make like homemade almond roca and how much fucking better it is than any weird little poop log you're gonna find at a store. Let me tell you, it's so much better. Paragon, welcome. I was just saying I'm actually taking off for the day, but thank you for coming by to say hello. I was going to raid my friend Domestic Dan, who you may be aware of because he's just a badass. He's just an awesome human being, and I very much enjoy him. One of my longest standing friends on Twitch. We were just talking about different charity stuff we're going to do for the holidays. Thank you for that follow. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my stream. Go forth and be consensual in all the ways, and I appreciate you. I think that was it. All I wanted to. I have a couple other things planned coming up, like just little things. Like I want to finish the Bioshock DLC. We have a couple other games that I want to try to finish before the New Year's, and then I have a couple tarantulas I want to make new enclosures for. So I have 2 enclosures on the ground over here that are like being sanitized and shit, and then just tarantulas of mine that have grown, and it's time for them to get an upgrade. So I thought it'd be cool. We can make like I don't know, really cheesy like Nightmare Before Christmas themed enclosures or something like that. Something creative. I feel like being creative. And then I taught myself how to make pop-up, like these really cool pop-up cards on Pinterest. And I thought maybe we could do something like that. I don't know. I don't know. Something different. I don't want to like start a new game or anything during the holidays when people are in and out and doing family stuff. I feel like it's not very fair. You know what's crazy, Paragon? I do not touch them either. I treat them like fish tanks. Everything behind me is a spider for the most part. They're like a fish tank to me. It's something that I enjoy from afar. I throw food in once in a while. They don't want anything to do with me. I want nothing to do with them. But making the enclosures is honestly like my favorite part of the care in general. It's fun, and then watching them just destroy it and make whatever they want. Even the books, literally. Whoa, whoa. Can you imagine? Honestly, I wouldn't be shocked if there's a few spiders in that bookcase. Not my spiders, but we do have like one of the world's largest jumping spiders lives in Colorado, and they're all over my house. So I wouldn't be shocked at all. The spider dance, me too. Yep, the little happy dance when they have their food. We do feeding days every once in a while. I try to do like a dedicated feeding day, but it's hard because, especially this time of year, like when it's cold, tarantulas pretty much go dormant. But they all kind of have a different schedule as to when they're molting or whatever, and they're really picky when I get to feed them. And really, tarantulas, it's like the least you interact with them, the happier they are, unfortunately. But right here, I've got 2 little babies that have outgrown their enclosures, so I'd like to make bigger ones, and I thought that'd be fun. Thank you for that follow, by the way. That was all I was gonna say. I think that's all I have. That's all I was gonna say. I don't fucking know. If I come up with anything else, I'll put in the Discord or something. But on that note, I'm gonna raid Dan, and I will see you guys the fuck tomorrow, because I have to take my dogs out before I lose light. I'll just space out and stare at nothingness. The silence really gets me. But I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Thank you for all the awesome music. Nothing beats a morning full of coffee and good drumming. I don't know. It just sets the tone for the rest of the day, and it's always good. So I fucking appreciate you guys. For the life of me, for the amount of videos we have watched together on stream, I cannot get them to be suggested to me. I subscribe, I follow, I like, I save, and yet YouTube's like, hey, do you want to listen to this Rufus Du Sol song from 7 years ago that you've listened to 97 times again? I don't. I don't. I do not! But here we are. But yeah, I appreciate you guys giving me that stuff. It's never annoying. I love it. Nothing in the world is more valuable or like almost I don't know. You can't put a price on like good music and finding it, and it's impossible to find these days. So thank you for that.